classically infatuated with the in-between, the ups, the downs, the curves and the rounds. I'll bring it to your city or your hometown. I'll go back in time when the feeling was fine, when funkin' was legal and it wasn't a crime. Party people lined up and down the way, a bigger celebration than your birthday. Funkin' up the neighborhood, I felt the fool 'cause the funkin' was good. Funkin' in the city, funkin' up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood, funkin' up the neighborhood. I felt the fool 'cause the funkin' was good. Funkin' in the city, funkin' up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood. And I have seen the world pristine, funk you up in the bushes, funk you down in the trees. Now look around, all the frowns, the yellow, the white, the red and the brown. And keep in mind, it never costs a dime, 'cause funkin' is free, I remember the time. Now look today, the streets are gray, time to take it back to yesterday. Funkin' in the neighborhood, I felt the fool 'cause the funk was good. Funk you in the city, funk you up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood, funkin' up the neighborhood. I felt the fool 'cause the funk was good. It was good in the city, funk you up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood. Funkin' up the neighborhood, I felt full 'cause the funkin' was good. Funk you in the city, funk you up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood, funkin' up the neighborhood. I felt full 'cause the funkin' was good. Funk you in the city, funk you up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood, funkin' up the neighborhood. I felt full 'cause the funkin' was good. Funk you in the city, funk you up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood, funkin' up the neighborhood. I felt full 'cause the funkin' was good. Funk you in the city, funk you up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood.
And we're live.
And we're back.
We're technically back. I'm Wes. This guy is David. Welcome to the Underdog Journey. And boy,
We are.
technical difficulties.
That was fun.
It's always
you would
something.
think. Yeah, you would think that one of these days we'll just hit the buttons and everything will just work.
I don't think we would know what to do if we just hit a button.
I
and
don't
it worked.
know.
We'd be like, okay,
Yeah,
when's the other shoe going to drop? Something's going to happen.
yeah, something's going to fail. We are 10 minutes late getting started, which means we're about we were 9 minutes late getting kicked off.
There you
So
go.
now we're 14 minutes late before we said hi. And that had to do with I logged in on my end. It shows connecting on West's end. He's like, "Can you not hear me?" I'm like, it's not connected. No.
Yeah,
so
I
we
see you
tried
on your
5 or
phone.
6
Like I'm like
different
waving my
times.
hand, like David. You don't see me at all.
Yeah, nothing. It was just this blatant. I sent you a picture of what it was showing.
Yeah.
So after some restarts, different web browsers and things like that, we got it working 9 minutes after the show was supposed to, kick off. So
Of course.
what one of these I got one of these days, it's just going to work.
This
It's
is
just going
why.
to. I don't.
This is why the unofficial motto of my company is, it should just work.
Yes,
When-
things
when
should
a-
just work.
Company develops a product or service, it should just work. You shouldn't have to like jump
Yeah.
through hoops and install updates every 10 days. Like, so the streaming platform we
Agreed.
use is Ecan,
If
and they have a
Yeah.
new update every single week, and it breaks everything every single time, and you don't know what's broken until you actually go live.
Yeah, until you go live, and then somebody's like, "David's really echoey," or I'll be talking for 10 minutes, and West will be over there going, "Yeah, and they go, "Hey, we can't hear David. David's muted."
Yeah.
Because it'll just like, "Oh, in this scene, we're gonna mute that mic during this scene,"
Yeah, for no reason,
and
just because.
we don't know that until we're in that scene. Now, I mean, if this was our day job, would we be like, all right, we're gonna get on, we're gonna prep, we're gonna do all this stuff? But it's not. So
Right.
we might have to do that. We might have to start doing a little bit of earlier checks.
Once upon a time we did
before-
that, and that quickly went away. But David, how you been, man?
I'm doing all right, man. I'm home, so I
There
don't
you
leave
go.
again Wednesday of next week, and I'm going to North Dakota.
Exciting.
North Dakota. So I am going to North Dakota. I'm going to Bismarck, so the metropolis of North Dakota.
That's the
And,
nickname, is the metropolis of Dakota. Of
Yeah.
the-
Oh yeah. Yeah. And then I'm going to drive over to Montana.
Just a quick
It's
jump.
a bit of a drive.
Bit of
Yeah,
a-
I'm going to jump over to Montana. Well, the reason is there's not a lot of things that take me to that area in the country because I've never been.
Not a lot of things
So-
to take anybody to that area of the country.
So I'm going to go. I'm going to go up to over there and drive over to Montana.
Okay.
Partially because back in the day, their speed limit was reasonable and prudent, so it wasn't quite the autobahn.
Right.
They
but
could give you a
really open
ticket
up.
for going 55 miles an hour in a car that shouldn't have gone over 25 miles an hour because reasonable and prudent was up to them. But I want a little bit of time on that freeway just to
Right.
just to see. Then I'm going to circle down. I'm going to pop through Wyoming, do a quick stop at one of the little corner things. I have been told to absolutely try Wyoming whiskey.
Wyoming
whiskey.
Okay.
I
Okay.
have been told to try Wyoming whiskey. I'm driving on down through. I'm going to hit Sturgis to say hi to some folks there. Shockingly enough, the electric motorcycle world
Huh?
is kind of growing, and I'm not sure Sturgis is going to be where they're going to grow roots from. But I am going to talk to a couple people there about
interesting.
some protecting some storage stuff there, and seeing how I'm going to be right down the road. I'm going to fly out of whatever city it is right there, but I'm going to go over to the Black Hills. I've never seen Mount Rushmore, so I'm going to pop over and I'm going to see Mount Rushmore. Get a selfie with Abe himself and George. George is my favorite. So I'm going to get my selfie with them and then fly back home. So
That's gonna be quite a road trip.
that's going to be a little bit of a road trip. And I got
Wow.
I got work mixed in there too.
A little bit of
So a
work
little bit-
between
Yeah.
road tripping and tourism and speeding on freeways. Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit of work in there. I mean, the main reason is work. I'll be at 8 hours solid. And again, you just like in Hawaii, the outside of the conference room is really pretty, but you've been in one conference room, you've been in them all.
Right. Fair enough. I've seen some of the conference rooms you've been in around the world, and you're right.
To be fair, their technology, when I plug my computer up to do presentations, is just as buggy as what we deal with.
It's always something, man.
Just as buggy.
It's always something.
Yeah. So I like to keep a lot of my presentations on a jump drive or a thumb drive or something so that I can access them. The problem is because I work for a big company, we don't have the rights to to save files. We know this because we did that presentation down in NYC, and trying to get those files back off of my computer was, an act of freaking God. And I think we only got one of them. I still don't think
I
we
still
ever got
haven't
the
posted
second
that
one.
video because I don't have Pat Durham's presentation. He didn't save it because he's so now I can't really post it because you can't see his presentation.
Yeah, might take another stab at looking and seeing what we can find in the folder, but yeah, it's been a fun thing. Trying to maneuver is good. So Wes, let's get to the important things. What are you smoking over there tonight?
I wish I could smoke in my palatial filming studio, but alas, this is one of the few places I do not and cannot smoke. What are you having, David?
So this is one that's been recommended to me a couple of times, but as you can tell, I'm in the garage studio tonight. And when I'm in the garage, that means I'm smoking a cigar.
Nice.
I've told the people that I work with, and we'll hop on calls and whatnot, and they'll be like, "Oh, that's a cool background." I'm like, "Hold on a second," and I'll click the camera off. I'll take it up, put the cigar back down, and clip it back on, and they'll see the smoke rolling around. I'm like, "I don't want to smoke in front of you." Most of them are like, "David, we don't care."
Yeah, most people wouldn't care. So, plus, a cigar's pretty cool. It's not like you're puffing on a cigarette or something, like a vape or something.
Yeah.
Silly.
Yeah. So yeah, it's rugged and manly. So this is a $5 cigar.
Oh, what is it?
I've never had one before. In fact, I don't know that I've ever in my life had a $5 cigar, but I have been looking for cigars that I can have, one or two out here during the days when I'm working. And it's not every day, that aren't between $15 and $65 a piece.
Sure. It adds up over time. Adds up.
Yeah. The Blackens for the M81s from Drew Estate, the collaboration with Metallica is my favorite. That's a $15 cigar up here. And when you smoke two of them, there goes $30. And the next day, they just keep. So I was asking if anybody had any recommendations, and two people completely separately recommended this Surplus by CAO. Now, I like CAO. Okay. They make the Amazon. They make that Amazon Basin, and that Amazon Basin is probably one of my top. If it's not top 3, it's definitely top 5 cigars.
Yeah, CAO is a great brand.
Yeah, so this is the Surplus, and it's $5 in New York. So
now that's saying something. So it's probably like $2 anywhere else in the country.
Yeah, it could be $2.50 somewhere else in the country. So
I'm really curious to hear what that's like. I've never heard of that one before.
Yeah, and they've got a sweeter one, which is not what I wanted. So this is the Maduro. So
interesting. Okay.
You guys can't just see me. I cheated on my cut here because I didn't want to be like, this is my custom Trump cigar cutter, by the way.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be like, where's the cap? Get the cap. So what I did was I took my guillotine cutter, laid it flat down, open, put the cigar down on the table, and then just cut it. So
that's a good way to do it.
I did cheat on that cut.
So I've heard some big brands have what they call segundos and imperfectos, where they basically there's slight imperfections in the cigar.
Factory seconds, yeah.
Yeah. So is this in line with that, or is this just a less expensive line they have?
I'm not 100% sure. It says surplus. But I'm going to assume that it is a factory second or something along those lines.
Yeah.
Now, Drew Estate has one called Factory Smokes.
Okay.
So Drew Estate has one. Yeah, it's called Factory Smokes, and I think I've had one of those.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you what I'd like to have a factory second of is the Vincente blends, because that is if I had to pick a brand.
Yeah.
If I had to pick a brand, say, oh, you can only smoke one brand for the rest of your life, it's going to be Vincente blends.
So you've met the owner, the founder of this Vincente blends. You got to reconnect with that guy and have him on the show.
Yeah, well, we're trying to plan. Actually, I got an email back late this evening, actually, from my one of my counterparts in the Caribbean that serves the Caribbean and the Bahamas. So I'll get to that email tomorrow and we'll find out. But if I go down, we're trying to plan something. What we'll do is we'll pick a island to go to and then bring everybody to it. That way I'm not down there freaking island hopping because that does not appeal to me. Shout out to 7 Mai Tais, hashtag Esther. Esther could put away the Mai Tais.
Okay, there you go. Apparently, so
Actually,
David.
They're calling me out for drinking 7 Mai Tais.
Right. Yeah. I'm
but
sure
I just-
Esther
if I'm
appreciates
going
Mai
to-
Tai as well. Who doesn't like a Mai Tai, man?
Oh yeah. Yeah, if I'm going down, Esther's going down with me.
That's it.
Nah, so Sam and him, Sam was out there. His family got to join him, and we had a great time out there, and many of my ties was drank.
Nice. Yeah, well, I saw the one you had in Hawaii, and that big chunk of pineapple on the side looked pretty refreshing. So, you let us know how that cigar goes as it puffs down.
That's a 1944. Well, out the gate, it's a tough draw.
Okay.
So we will.
You need one of those pokers that pokes the hole all the way through. I forget what those are called.
I think we call them pokers.
Just a poker. I'm sure there's some cool Spanish name for that. Laura Lines Black says, "What island are we going to?"
And Noah says, "Evening, fellas."
Yep, I put that on the screen earlier.
Okay, all right. So there's the poker.
There you go. Okay, that works. I think that still works.
It's like a reamer or something.
Well, I know a reamer for pipes. So you mentioned the reason you got that is because normal cigars, get very expensive, and they do. That's one of the reasons that I went with pipes, because pipe tobacco is delicious and dirt cheap. Not dirt cheap, but significantly less expensive than cigars.
Yeah, there's a lot less manual labor involved in that.
Yeah, exactly.
So if I can get the draw right,
yeah.
If I can get the draw right, the flavor so far, and I've only had a couple of them off here, a couple of hits off this thing, a couple of draws. It tastes pretty good, and it's a rich, deep, rich flavor. So I'm happy about that. Good flavor. I just need to get the draw right. Now I just bought them today, so they haven't had time to mature in my humidor. So we'll see how all that works out. We'll work it a little bit and see what happens.
Yeah. Well,
so
a decent tin of pipe tobacco is going to cost you about $20, but that one tin is going to give you 10 to 20 bowls of tobacco.
Oh yeah.
So it's
so you can get 10 to 20 cigars in a box, but
how much is a box of cigars? That's $400.
Well, the Blackens, I think they're right around with the discounts you get with buying in a box, $220 to $230.
Yeah, there you go.
And hopefully my wife's not watching, because if she walks around the house and starts counting up all the Blackened boxes that I've got laying around, she might want to.
Yeah, let's not bring that up then.
And doing the math on it. So
exactly.
She's out floating around on the Caribbean, so she shouldn't be watching.
Oh wow, jeez, holy moly, David, you guys know how to live. You teach the rest of us something.
It's her job. It's her job. It's her job. She got to go. She's working hard and hardly working. Ha. So,
oh no,
West.
She said she totally is. She's totally watching.
Oh, she totally is. Oh, now she's gonna be. I'm going to.
You got to hide some of those cigar boxes.
I'm going to get rid of some boxes before she gets home. I'm going to get rid of them before she gets in. So, Wes, what are you drinking over there tonight?
So I just killed this bottle of Blanton's, delicious, and in case we have more technical difficulties, I decided I had to have some tin cup as well. So
tin cup, yeah,
can't go wrong with tin cup.
That's good. So they've got a couple different varieties of the tin cup out now, and I have tried they've got one with a black cap, which I believe is that's the 10-year.
Yep.
And then they have a 15-year with a gold cap.
Yeah, they sell that on their website. I don't think they ship to Ohio, but I really want to try that. They also have, in the normal line, they have bourbon whiskey and they have American whiskey. Now, I prefer the American whiskey, but it's a lot harder to find. And it's slightly higher proof. But all they had was the bourbon whiskey everywhere I went. So
I'm trying a new one tonight.
Yeah.
I went down to my favorite watering hole. It's not really a watering hole. You can't drink there. my favorite liquor store,
There you go.
and
And they have
and
amazing
the guy's like, "What are you in for today?" And I looked up and they got a bottle of Weller Blue. I was like,
Okay.
"What's the price on the Weller Blue?" And he tells me it's $1.99, which is, to be honest, is a pretty good price.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Couldn't quite justify it.
I mean, I could,
Yeah.
but I'm like, you know what? I've gotten into this. I only drink these handful of bourbons. You know, Blanton's. I've got a whole bottle of Blanton's. I've got Weller 12. I've got an antique 107 sitting right here. I've
Mhm.
got a, as Sam said, liquor stove. I've got an antique. I got a Rowan's Creek. I got an antique 107, a 12-year Weller, and a blackened and a bluegrass state. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bottles of whiskey, and that's in my garage.
Right. So much for not collecting.
Yeah, and then that's not even getting into the actual bourbon cabinet in there. But I was like, hey, I want to try something new,
Mhm.
and he took me down to the Penelope, which is the name of my daughter,
Yeah.
to the Penelope bourbons.
Okay.
And I've got a bottle in there I don't drink because it was given to me because my daughter's name is Penelope. So that one is a collector's bottle for me. But this is, you know me, if it says barrel proof on it, I'm
Nice.
interested.
So you're
So
gonna kill
this
that
is the
bottle tonight, is what you're
barrel
saying.
strength. I am absolutely not going to be doing that. This is a barrel strength batch number 20, Penelope bourbon.
Okay.
So it's a corn, rye, wheat, and malted barley. So it should be a
Ah.
pretty full flavor. It
Okay.
should round out everything pretty good because it's got all of it in there. I'm not a huge fan of the rye, but it doesn't tell me. Well, does it? It doesn't tell me the mash bill. It doesn't tell me what percentage of those are in there. But you know, I'm sure I'll figure it out.
There you go.
But it's not super high proof. It's 114, so it's 57% alcohol. Buys the
All right.
volumes.
So you got to let us know how it is. I'm curious.
Yep.
Now, am I allowed to ask how
Open
much
it
that
up
bottle
here.
was?
What's that?
Am I allowed to ask how much that bottle was?
Yeah. This one I think was right around 60 to 65,
bad.
somewhere in that
Okay.
ballpark.
Well, I know Nikki's
Yeah,
watching.
I didn't-
So I didn't want to get you in
Yeah.
trouble.
No. Yeah. If I'm ever gonna get in trouble with her, it's not gonna be while she's out on a cruise ship.
There you go. Yeah.
Oh,
ooh,
nice little pop.
It's satisfying.
It's good. I got my blackened whiskey glass here. That was a gift from
course.
Keith. So thank you, Keith.
Yeah, man.
We're gonna get into here on this.
All right. I like the sound of that.
I feel like I feel like I poured that for a long time, but it's just because it was the neck pour. Like, man, Dave, what the heck?
I've seen
Like,
you pour whiskey, and you
like-
have a heavy pour.
It's like that video where they keep putting the hand over and then it zooms out and it's the same person pouring that's trying to cover it up but not
Yeah,
really
exactly.
doing it. All right, let's give her a taste.
Okay. Let's see what you got there.
Let's give her another taste.
You need a couple glasses in. Let us know how it is.
Oh, that
Huh?
one's good. The second one got me back here. It was pretty good.
There you go.
Hello.
Yeah, it's barrel.
All right. Yes, it is. It absolutely is. Whew. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with not my favorite.
A little,
I'm going to go with
too
not my
bitey.
favorite.
A little too bitey for you.
Yeah.
A little rye in
Yeah.
there? Or what are you thinking? What's the flavor?
I think the rye might be a little too forward on it for me.
A barrel.
There
proof
are
rye.
people.
That's interesting.
There are some people that I think will absolutely love that. You for one of them.
I like a rye. I like most
Yeah.
anything. You know, I still
Yeah.
claim that I can tell the difference between an Irish whiskey and a rye. You say that I
A
can't.
Canadian whiskey and an Irish whiskey. We're gonna do that.
Yeah.
Next time we get a chance to meet up, we're gonna do that. We're gonna look at we're gonna quiz. And it's not just gonna be 1 and 1. It's not gonna be 50-50.
Right.
We're gonna have 6 whiskeys,
Sure.
and it might be 4 and 2, might be 1 and 5. but he's going to have to
I can tell
sip.
any day of the week. Any day of the week. I might even be able to tell just on smell. You don't get this Irish for nothing. This is it's built in. It's natural. Remember the episode of Family Guy where it showed Ireland and they're all like, it's like a super technological society.
Super
it's like
advanced place before they developed beer.
They discovered whiskey and then they start fighting and destroying the society.
Alcohol,
yeah. It's a thing. It's science. That's what that is.
Okay, so the whiskey is holding through the cigar.
Okay, so it's not. You're not going to finish that.
That is
what you're saying.
No, I would say about 3 of these in. Well, actually, I won't say it's a barrel proof, so I'm gonna go about 3/4 of this one in. I'm gonna love it. I'm absolutely gonna love it. I'm gonna be like, it's a Mai Tai. It's a Mai Tai whiskey. It's a Mai Tai whiskey.
Take a chunk of pineapple on the side. You got a Mai Tai.
It's just
an Irish Mai Tai.
Yeah, there we go. American Mai Tai. The American Mai Tai. You just put a piece of pineapple on the side of anything. Boom, Mai Tai.
There you go. Problem solved.
Yeah. Modern problems require modern solutions.
That's it. That's what made America great. Remember the show, The Men That Built America? David, I think you deserve to be on the show now.
I like that one. That went really into the people who screwed up a lot of stuff too. But
well, and became
J.P.
ultra
Morgan
rich in the process.
Yes, became ultra rich in the process. Yeah, J.P. Morgan, Carnegie, the
Rothschilds.
almost said the Bilderbergs. Well, they came from the other side.
Children.
The Vanderbilts. That's the word.
Vanderbilts.
Vanderbilts. The Vanderbilts.
I think I would take that trade off. I think I would screw up a lot of stuff to become that wealthy. I'd be willing to screw up a lot of people and screw up a lot of stuff in society to get that wealthy.
So if anybody ever asks, what's the difference between West and Dave? I think we just laid it out.
Yeah, I have some political jokes I'm not going to make right now. Sam says it's a Mai Tai of whiskey.
It's a Mai Tai of whiskey, Kavika, which is my name in Hawaii, in case anybody doesn't know that. I am required for everybody to call me now Kavika.
Kavika is your name in Hawaiian.
That's my name in Hawaiian. Now, I have to take completely 100% I have to take them at their word on this. They could have colluded to mess with me, and I could be calling myself, I don't know, a drunk pumpkin for all I know. But
so are they claiming that Kavika is how you pronounce David in Hawaiian?
Yeah, Kavika is David in Hawaiian.
I think it means dumb mainlander.
That's that. Yeah.
Because they do that. They do that.
Shoes. Oh, I would.
Yeah, exactly.
I used to live next to some. We'll call them undocumented neighbors, right?
Okay.
Back in Columbus, and I never hung. I never did. We didn't talk to them. Because it's me and me. But one night they were trying to do a fire out back, and they weren't. It wasn't going well. I was thinking they were going to burn their house down, so I let them borrow my fire pit.
Sure.
And then they're going out to their cars because they did woodworking and construction, so they were getting 2x4s.
That's where they got the wood.
I got fire.
Sure.
So I grabbed firewood and gave them some firewood, and they're like, "You want to cerveza?" I'm like, "Well, I don't speak Spanish, but I know that word.
I know cerveza.
Son of a bitch, I'm in, right?" So I go over and end up drinking with them till way 2-3 o'clock in the morning.
You had no idea what they were saying the whole time. You had like a good time.
No idea, but they kept trying to get me to say that I was a Marty Cone, Mary Cone, Marty Cone, or whatever. But are you a homosexual kind of thing, right? They kept trying to get me to say that. So I could absolutely see the people on Hawaii getting me to be like, "Oh yeah, I'm a dumb mainlander."
Exactly. See,
I wonder how Facebook is going to translate all of that.
Yeah, I'm kind of watching it right now translate, and I'm sure I might actually clip out the part where you said you're homosexual. I might save that, and I'll add that to a soundboard.
I asked the question. A soundboard, yeah, it's great. I think we need soundboard. We need more soundboards. There used to be. You remember there was a time, about a year and a half, 2 years of time, where every other app on your phone was a soundboard.
Right.
We need to bring
Exactly.
those days back.
Well, so
We
there's
bring those
some
days
stuff
back.
on here. Let me see if I can get one. If I press this button, what's going to play? Let's see. Yeah. So Ecamm has sound effects built in. Let me.
Well,
let me
the
see if I
people
can
may
get
have heard
one
it, but I did not. I heard that.
There you go.
I believe somebody just put the soccer goal. Oh, thank you so very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So you're too kind. You're too kind. You're too kind. I bet there are people walking up and down because people walk outside my house all the time, right? Because they're allowed to on the street.
Right.
And I'm just in here just doing this. I bet they're like, what?
What in the
The hell is going on in there?
Exactly. It's basically your neighborhood's equivalent of walking through a cityscape and seeing somebody holding a selfie stick.
Yes. Yes. Freaking selfie sticks. I should feed the dog.
That's it.
So you ever thought of that? So what was his name? Who did the bell? Pavlov?
Pavlov. One
Yeah,
of
Pavlov.
history's greatest monsters, by the way.
Yes.
When you actually learn about Pavlov, it's he was.
Well, when you start learning about anybody in depth,
there's a special place in hell for Pavlov. But please go ahead.
Oh, okay. So do you think later in life or shortly after said experiment, aforementioned experiment with ringing a bell, do you think he heard a bell and was like, oh, it's time to feed the dog?
Exactly. That's it. And that's what really happened is the dogs trained him.
The dog
Every
trained
time
him.
the dog
Yeah.
rang a bell, he'd feed them.
Yeah. I'll tell you, it does not. So I used to set an alarm on the, I don't have any AI around me, do I? No. Well, I do, but not one of these. You set the Alexa in the kitchen at 5 o'clock, it's time to feed the dogs. And the dogs got very used to that very, very quick. That ding, that it knew what that buzz meant within like 2 or 3 days. It's like, hey, that went off. 2 legs. Get over here. Feed me.
They know it. But yeah, do your homework on
it. Did not take too long.
Do a Google search on Pavlov. Boy, that's I'm not going to go into the stuff he did to dogs, but there's a special place in hell for that man. But
on that bright note, do you have any news?
Note, let's get into some news. Exactly.
All right.
Okay, so today's news is brought to you by Flashpoint Safety Systems. Everybody out there watching and listening, go to Flashpoint Safety Systems and just check out our technology. So this is a company that I founded, and we make a brand new type of safety sensor for lithium-ion batteries. Basically, when a battery cell begins to fail, we alert the user and we disconnect the battery from the charging components. Right now, our first 2 products are the Flashpoint Core, which you can see in the picture here, and it is designed specifically to monitor home battery backup systems. So think of the big battery panels in your garage. In a garage, they're connected to solar panels.
Like a Tesla Powerwall.
Or Tesla Powerwall, something like that, yeah. When one of those battery cells there begin to fail, we alert the user and we disconnect the battery from its charging components. Internally, those systems do have a battery management system that's supposed to do that job, but here's the thing. Those battery management systems, they only monitor temperature and electrical fluctuations in the batteries. And those fluctuations aren't always present when the batteries begin to fail. The second a battery begins to fail and it vents its electrolytic vapors, we notice that before there's any heat, before there's any smoke, before there's any flame. We pick that up and we let you know. So the other version of our technology we have is the Flashpoint Go, and that is specifically for micromobility. So, e-bikes, scooters, hoverboards, things like that. But it's also great for charging cabinets, for power tools. Yep. There's a lot of different use cases for both of our technologies, pieces of technology here. So even if you just want to help us out, go to Flashpoint Safety Systems. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your friends' families, and let's get the word out there. It's a brand new type of technology, and it's going to be very big. It's just a matter of getting people aware that this technology exists.
So I find myself talking about your product a lot more because I do a lot of presenting on the enterprise level, utility level product. And more recently, within the past probably 4 to 5 months,
Hmm.
I've had out of those meetings and out of those presentations, it almost inevitably goes to how can I protect myself at home? And I got to, for the first time in Hawaii, doing a presentation, somebody asked me about it, and I got to pull up your website and say, hey, there's actually finally a solution for this. So
Right.
it's going to pick up a lot of steam. It's going to be great. I mean, you are bringing enterprise level and utility level sensing technology down to the consumer products market, which, hey, get that applause thing because you deserve a round of applause. So click the applause
Thank
button
you. I'll
again.
pat myself on the back for that one.
Yeah, pat yourself on the back because it's desperately needed.
There's another. Okay, there it goes.
Oh yeah, that one was far more exciting.
It's
Yeah,
very exciting, but no, it's gonna be a great technology. It's right now the biggest hurdle that I think we're gonna face is just getting the word out there, getting people aware that this technology
yeah,
exists. Because up until now,
yeah.
there's nothing like this on the market for the consumer level. So just awareness is our biggest hurdle right now, but it's gonna be very big.
Yeah.
Let's see. Sam says, I'm renaming your show Kavika Ame Kamoanana Nahole Elua. And I probably just said something terrible and possibly racist in Hawaiian. So, Sam, thanks for that.
Kavika and me Komahana. Nahalo Elua.
There you go.
Okay, so I said it too. Oh, okay. I got to tell this story. Sam knows the players involved in this, so Sam is going to love this.
What happened?
To love this. So Sam, Komohana, because I'm guessing that's you now. I'm on a call, a business call. It's being recorded and transcribed.
Mm-hmm.
This is very important. This is very important to the story. Very important.
Okay.
We go through this meeting. It's a lot of stuff. Blah, 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 blah. We're chit-chatting. Boom. Lots of stuff. A lot of things going through. It's a really good meeting. It was an extremely productive meeting. And if anybody else out there in corporate America, when you actually have an extremely productive meeting, you're very proud of it because
right.
A lot of them are not so much. But this one was really, really great. And there's a guy by the name of Bill on the call. He's a technical guy.
Okay.
And I had other questions. I was like, as where everybody's like, Bob, hey, Bill, can you hang on for just a second? Now, in my mind, I'm not thinking that we're still being transcribed. I'm just, we're done. I just got to ask him a question. I was like, hey, I need some assistance. I want to create some videos for low-level camming. Now, to the vast majority of the people out there who just heard that, they have no idea what that is. Don't bother with it. It's a very unique, very specialized thing. So I need some information from the guy. He goes, Aldridge recorded some before, but they're very long-winded and they're a little hard to understand. I said, well, send that over to me. I'll comb through it. Now, it's very important to understand that Mr. A, that I just said, I wish I hadn't, but his first name is Dick. Okay? So if you can see where it's going, you should start smiling and giggling and cracking a little bit of laughter because it goes right there. So we're like, okay, great. Send him over to Susie. Yeah, I'll send over to you. Hey, because we're all busy, we're going to drop out of this call and then immediately into another call, right? So he says, hey, drop me a message on Teams and tell me to send you the dick videos.
No. Oh no.
Then he goes, no. Ask me to send you the M&S videos. And I said, how about I tell you to send me the low-level cam videos? And I'm laughing and we're laughing, getting through it. And I was like, that's all we need is HR to be calling us and asking us
right.
what's up with this. And I said, what's actually even funnier is this call is recorded and transcribed. He's like, no.
That's
So
hilarious.
at the end of our meeting, you can go and look at the end and see the interaction between he and I, because both of us were waiting. The moment that he's screenshotting it and sending it over to me, and I'm just freaking, I'm about to fall out of my chair in another meeting,
Right.
laughing at about this. I'm like, HR is going to call. They're going to call. They're going to be like, we're going to need some context. I'm like, if you'd actually listen, because we were like, hey, there used to be a person that worked here by this name, and this was his first name, and this is what we were talking about for this. So
Right.
we tried to cover our tracks, but when you have somebody's like, well, just send me those dick videos. Remind me to send you those dick videos. And you're just like,
Oh man, that's hilarious. That's awesome. And yeah, you guys are definitely on the list.
Oh, absolutely. So I don't know whether was that you, the magic ring thing that just went off.
It said Glockenspiel, and I didn't.
Oh,
know what
okay.
to expect.
That
Sorry,
was. It sounded like Tinkerbell just got her happy feelings, but my wife just sent me a message that said love at the same time. You didn't do that during the dick videos, huh?
Again, context. We need context, David.
Oh,
if during the dick videos you hear this,
that's
a good dick video.
It was. It was. I mean, because we just got done with a really good meeting, and we're sitting there talking, and then when he drops that on me, I'm like, hey, first thing in my head is like, we've got to cover our tracks.
Right, exactly.
This is going to be recorded and it's going to be transcribed. Yeah. And what's funny, and this is the best part because everybody's AI crazy. Mm-hmm. Everybody's AI crazy. Sam is one of those folks that will say, hey, Copilot, give me a synopsis of this call.
Well, sure.
And
yeah, that's the
best
story.
It's going to be like, and he'll talk to it. He has conversations with it, right? And he'll talk to it. And at the end of the call, Dan wanted to send David dick videos.
Oh, that's awesome.
And again, without context, it's
not a graceful way to explain that. No, you're right.
So we were very adamant about making sure that in that call, captured in the text, was exactly what we were talking about. That way, if anybody ever just got the transcript of it and didn't go back and listen to it, the transcript of it, they were like, oh, okay. They explained it right here in this paragraph.
Yeah. Dick is a very unfortunate name in modern times.
It really is.
It is. It's both hilarious and unfortunate.
Yes. But I'm really glad people are still getting their kids named Richard because.
See, Richard is a great name. How did Dick come out of Richard? Which is a sentence you never want to say online.
Oh, hey! Tonight,
it's a valid
NASA
question.
is renaming the probe to Uranus, Richard.
Well, and yeah, if they ever send humans to Uranus, let's hope the first astronaut is not named Dick.
Yes.
One
big dick for Uranus.
One.
Oh,
yeah.
Boy, I backed you into a corner over there. Didn't
I'm not gonna say the whole phrase.
Oh man. Yeah. Anyway.
Anyway, go to flashpointsafety.com. This is the weirdest commercial ever. Go to flashpointsafety.com. And at least check it out. Check out the technology. Go to the FAQ section to figure out how it all works, all the ins and outs. And it really is cool technology. And it's gonna be very very successful very soon. It's really gonna get around. And I say we're probably 2 years away from similar early detection technology being legally mandated in many instances. So be prepared. It's coming.
I'm going to go a little further than that and say it's not going to be necessarily the legal part of it. The legal part, what we call codification or codification, That's not the biggest part of it. It's insurance. Insurance is
That
going to
too.
require it. Let's say you have, basically your phone, which runs, 7, 8, maybe up to a 10 amp hour battery.
Mm-hmm.
And they may decide, and they probably should, anything over a standard cell phone, and cell phones are bad enough as they are, but anything over a standard cell phone, you have to have some kind of a detection system that detects the electrolytic solvents, the electrolytic solvent vapors. Excuse me, in order to be covered. So if your house burns down because your kid's hoverboard or your RC cars, which are notorious for burning up,
Yeah,
we
drone
call those
batteries.
spicy
Yeah.
bricks. Drone batteries. I got a drone back here, small battery, but it's still bigger than a freaking cell phone. You either have this system, this detection system in, or your claim will not be covered.
Right. Exactly.
And
So
last year, I don't know if you guys seen this. Last year, 44% of homeowners' claims got paid out $0.
oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, it came out this week. 44%
Interesting.
of homeowners or home claims, homeowners insurance claims, got paid out at $0.
Why was the reason for that?
44%.
Was there a specific
I
reason?
have not dug. I've just looked at the data. I have not looked at the information underneath it yet.
Yeah. So it's funny. So everybody should also go to flashpointjournal.org. This is not a sales site. This is something that I post, that I keep just to post fire safety news items from around the country. So whenever
There was a firehouse, right? There's a
firehouse.
firehouse that went up, just recently.
So this is actually the second instance that I know of a firehouse burning down because of lithium-ion batteries. The first was when power tools were being charged unattended. That was in New Jersey. John Orlando, the ex-head of the lithium-ion task force in New York, told me about that. This one's also in New York. This was actually
this was New York.
Yeah, this was from a lithium-ion battery. And it's funny, this firehouse also hosted the police department for the area, and I think part of the government offices as well, local government offices. So, but there's
smaller municipalities. That's very common.
Yeah. So there's another news item that I found here. I think it might have been e-bike fires in Massachusetts. Here it is. So this is an interesting stat from this item. Massachusetts fire officials warning residents to take more care with e-bike batteries after state fire officials said e-bikes have been tied to more than 20% of fire incidences reported by local departments since 2023. 20% is a lot of fire incidences. There will be. I know you say there might not be codification in a lot of cases, but 20% of fire incidences, some lawmaker somewhere is working really hard on drafting something right now. I guarantee it.
Yeah, and again, it's going to. I honestly believe it'll be pushed more by insurance.
No,
and,
I think you're totally right.
I want to dig into that. I want to dig into that 44% because perhaps one of the reasons that 44% is there's a line in those, in a majority of those claims that could have been house fires caused by lithium-ion batteries, and they're excluded from coverage. That's why that the one with the emu only pay for what you need.
The emu.
That's the whole point of insurance, is because you don't know what you're going to need.
Right.
If I know what I'm going to need, I'm just going to save money. Why do I need insurance? I'm just going to save up or get a bond that covers that.
Yeah. So people who
that way I'm not just losing my money
are the ones who are pissed off when they can't when they file a claim and get nothing in return.
Yeah.
Because they paid for the lowest possible insurance coverage, which is just the bare minimum legal requirement. But you're right. Homeowners insurance, car insurance in some cases, are going to require similar technologies, or at least give you benefits for having technologies in your home. So definitely go to flashpointsafety.com. Just look at the technology, just to learn about it.
And buy 10 of them for your home, each brand, of each type. Just buy 10 and tell everybody else.
Exactly.
To buy 10 each, because that's what you
learn more
really
about battery
need.
Fires in general. Go to flashpointjournal.org. So that is published by me. This is no sales information on here. There's nothing salesy in any of the articles. I specifically leave all that out. In fact, the only link back to flashpointsafety.com is all the way down here in the footer. Nothing else goes back to Flashpoint Safety. This is not a sales page. This is just informational. So,
cool.
Yeah.
All right. Now that we spent 25 minutes on the news or the pre-news, let's get over to the actual news.
The actual news. And there's only a couple actual news items. Unless we're talking politics, there's not a ton here. But I did actually find the one news item with the absolute longest headline ever. The SEO on this must be insane. Writing a single 100-word email, also a single 100-word headline. Writing a single 100-word email in ChatGPT consumes approximately the volume of a standard bottle of water. The global infrastructure processing AI queries is projected to use the equivalent of half of the United Kingdom's annual water withdrawal by 2027. And much of that water is being drawn from regions already experiencing severe drought, said ChatGPT, who totally wrote this article.
Yes. Yes.
So that's
Yes.
actually a thing. David, you have spoken quite a lot about how much energy is required for a single Google search.
Yeah.
Let alone
It's
having
actually part of
AI platform come up with the whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there is, they've changed it a bit now. I think I got under their skin by calling it out so much that in certain things with Google now, it used to have the byline where it automatically sent it to AI and then had the byline and it allowed you to get down to your regular Google algorithm. Now it's, I believe, Shift Enter or something like that to enter into Google, into AI mode.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not as bad, but people are using ChatGPT and other AIs in place of Google.
It's true.
Google, there's been some conversation around that, and one of the things I keep saying is, Google wasn't always Google. Yahoo was before Google. Internet Explorer and Chrome and Firefox, and now what's the big one everybody loves right now? DuckDuckGo.
Oh, that's been around for a long time. Yeah, that's been around for a long time.
Yes, but it's growing huge right now because it does not have any AI in it at all.
Right, and it doesn't save your data. It's not a data harvesting platform like everything else.
Yeah. Yep. So we're going to come time, and I believe this very, very fervently that there's going to be somebody come out with a brand called Ghost Phone that runs its own operating system. It's not Android. It's not Apple. It's its own. And then here's how you got to do it because in order to Sam says Netscape. Yeah, hashtag Netscape. I was a Netscape fan for about 7 minutes until. Actually, no, I used Netscape for a few years. But anyway, you're going to have ghost accounts out there. So it's going to register you to a ghost account on one platform, and then its data is going to share with a different person's data, It's going to give them so much because there's still going to be data mining, but you're going to be a separation from it.
Oh, okay.
So no GPS.
That's an interesting way to
so
do
it's
it.
going to feed fake GPS data up to the people that are trying to harvest, and then it's going to tie you because you're actually going to buy stuff or go to places or search this, but it's going to tie you and I don't know 1 million other people into one data point, and they're going to try to sell that as a person, which means it's completely and utterly useless.
So you're kind of halfway there.
Hashtag Ghost Phone.
You're kind of halfway there with something that already exists. I don't know. It's not called Ghost Phone. It's something else. But basically, it has its own operating system. Doesn't use Apple or Android. It doesn't harvest any of your data. All of your data is only stored locally. It has its own native servers.
Browser.
Its own native browser, its own servers that doesn't share your location or your information anywhere in the world. Doesn't matter where you browse. And again, all your stuff is there locally. It actually has a detachable battery, so if you want, you can actually take the battery out. It depowers the phone like they used to. So I forget what it's called. I'll find the name. But I do like your
Yeah,
idea about it storing all of the data as a single data point. That's pretty cool.
yeah, yeah. So that when Target tries to get your information, or Walmart, or Google, or the IRS,
Right.
screw you, the state of Ohio. By the way,
Yeah.
um,
You've had some
you're
difficulties lately.
just to keep everybody who's viewing and keeping up with this at home aware. I had to send demand letters to them today. I sent certified demand letters to them today. So if they don't adhere to my demands, I will include all of you guys in with my lawsuit to the state of Ohio Department of Taxation, and the letters say Ohio Department of Taxation, and then in parentheses says theft. So it's the Ohio Department of Theft
Right. That's it.
on the
It's
certified letter going to them.
so annoying. I
Yes.
don't envy you that whole process.
I didn't live in your state in 2022. Suck an egg. Anyway,
An egg is the least of the
um,
things they could suck.
yeah, go back and read about the videos earlier. Anyway, we need a thumbs up and thumbs down, guys. We need a thumbs up or a frowny face.
Hmm?
My daughter,
Okay.
my daughter, who aren't inside and trying to get out of going to school tomorrow, has sent me this text message. So you all get to vote. So your thumbs up is yes, she gets to skip, or frowny face, no, she doesn't get to skip. Okay, can I skip school tomorrow because my head is bothering me and Kira is not going, and I know I'm not doing anything at school? We can go swimming and we don't have to wake up at the butt crack of dawn.
How many more days does she have left of
So
school?
I think this is the last of the full weeks. Next week they've got, I think, like a 4-day school week, and then there's half days for a week, and then they're out.
So I'm not going to give my vote. I will, however, say, David, that you are significantly nicer and more lenient parent than I am or would be. If if my kids ask if they could skip school, I just laugh at them and say, "Why would you even ask that?"
Yes. So I'm
So
waiting here. I don't see anything coming up yet.
everybody watching and listening, give your vote. Can Penny skip school
You got to
tomorrow?
vote. Can Penny skip school tomorrow? A thumbs up is a yes, and a frowny face is a no. However, we may confuse you with West's mom.
That's true. She will leave a frowny face just for like no reason, for funsies. Love you too, Mom.
That poor lady clicked a button wrong one time, and we have not let her live it down since.
Nope. Nope. All
Hey,
right.
it doesn't look like she's getting any votes. It doesn't look. I mean, nobody's
I think that
voted.
means she has to go to school
So
tomorrow, David.
I guess that's a. I guess that's a
It's
go
a
to school.
Friday. It's a Friday. It's barely school anyway. Come on.
Yeah, but we don't get a lot of sunny days here. And let me check the weathers. Let me check because
Oh,
this
David's
is
looking
riveting
for reasons
entertainment.
to let his daughter skip school. David, you're a much nicer dad than I would ever be.
She's missed quite a bit of school, and to be fair, it's 86 and mostly sunny tomorrow.
That's a nice
So
day.
yeah,
That's a pretty nice day.
yeah, you can skip.
David, you are a weak man.
I'm gonna pull
David's a pushover.
not. I just put
David-
in not.
You're gonna let her skip. I know you will. You're a pushover.
I am absolutely gonna let her skip. If she went to a private school, no, but it's a public school in New York, so
So it's not really a school. It's more of a daycare.
it's more of a daycare with a slight indoctrination policy. Cheers.
Oh, man. There you go. Exactly. All right, a little bit
There
more
you have
news.
it. What else we got?
Okay, scientists discovered quantum effect could eliminate batteries. So, David, they're discovering ways to just pull pull energy out of the ether without requiring batteries. That's how stuff
Okay.
works. I saw The Incredibles, so I understand 0-point energy. Researchers have discovered how microscopic imperfections and atomic vibrations can be used to control a powerful quantum effect in an advanced material. The effect can turn alternating electrical signals from the environment directly into the kind of current electronic devices need without traditional components. As temperatures change, the signal can even flip direction, giving scientists a new way to tune device performance. So I think I think these might be Chinese scientists making things up for now. However, I think at some point in the future, something like this could be possible. I think theoretically it makes sense. Let's see. Let's see who it says it is. An international research team led by Professor Dongchen Qi. There you go.
Yeah, there we have it.
From Queensland University. So University of Technology.
Australia's sunk anyway, man.
QUT or QUIT for short. School of Chemistry and Physics, and Professor Xiao Renshaw Wang from Nanyang Technological University in Singapore investigated the physics behind the nonlinear Hall effect, a quantum phenomenon that with significant potential for energy harvesting technologies. I think something like this isn't out of the realm of possibilities in the future. I think in the near present, I wouldn't sink too much money into it. What are your thoughts, David?
I'm looking up a very specific quote here.
David
People assume that time is a strict progression of cause to effect, but actually, from a nonlinear, non-subjective viewpoint, it's more like a big ball of wibbly wobbly, timey wimey stuff.
Right. So it's a quantum singularity, as it were.
No.
Yes.
So I loved how this thing started. With it could be a powerful effect in an advanced material.
What is the advanced material?
Okay.
Does it involve
exactly
negative energy or whatever the
negative zero. Negative zero is the imaginary number and negative zero. Yes.
I'm willing to bet that might be the case, David.
So, yes, if you don't follow math and make up new math, you can make the math say whatever you want to say. 2 + 2 = 5. There are those idiots out there too.
Hey, there was that one dude, Rhodey from the first Iron Man movie, created his own math where 2 times 2 was 1 times 1 was 2, and that was the base for all of his new math that he created. That apparently the higher ups are trying to keep from the normal people.
Yes, because if you have one time, somehow that equals 2.
Oh man, here's what we're gonna do for next week's show, David. I'm gonna find this guy's interview. I'm gonna clip out the best parts, and we're gonna have a really good laugh at this guy's math. It's hilarious.
Okay.
So on a later episode, Joe Rogan actually brings the guy back. What's the guy's name? Terrence Howard. He brought Terrence Howard to actually debate with a real physicist, with a real experimental physicist. And the guy's trying to explain to him all the ways that he's trying to be really nice about it, but explain to him like why he's not right here, why this idea is incorrect over here. And man, he is just not having it. He's like, oh, I'm going to take out patents on all my ideas. And the guy's also trying to tell him, no, you can't patent an idea. You can't patent a theory. That's not how things work.
Yeah, that's not how it works.
I think he heard the term intellectual property, and he assumed everything he thought was his property.
Ah, yes. Yeah. So Sam had it. So he said 1 × 1 = 2.
Sam gets it. He knows math.
Sam voted.
He said Terrence
Sam
Howard
voted frowny face, so that means Penny has to go to school tomorrow. Let's see if she's replied back.
He said no pool for you.
Said, yeah, you can skip. Not. So we'll see.
You're gonna let her skip.
So
let's not pretend you're.
Let's
not pretend you're not gonna let her skip.
I had to drive her to school Monday. She made the bus on Tuesday, but forgot her waffles in the toaster. So I had to take her something on Tuesday. So I made the trip to school on Tuesday. Wednesday, we missed the bus again. And I drop her off. And then just as I get back home, Nikki sends me the address of where she needs to go for a doctor's appointment. So I have to go back and pick her up, take her to the doctor's office, and then take her back to school. And then, of course, we missed the bus this morning as well. So we're on a heater.
So how
Sam
often?
says also look up Neil deGrasse Tyson. Sam, that is Wes looks up to Neil deGrasse Tyson as a Mount Rushmore icon. So
It's true.
we don't
Neil
want
deGrasse
bad things
Tyson-
about Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Neil deGrasse Tyson he's basically one of the smartest people alive, and by that I mean he just makes stuff up, pulls it right out of his ass, and as he's speaking because he thinks it sounds good. He's about as much of a scientist as Bill Nye is a science guy.
Both Sam and I are in sales, pulling things out of our ass and making it sound good. It's kind of what we do.
Which is why you like Neil deGrasse Tyson.
I think he's a good guy.
Yeah,
I think he's a good guy.
Well, first of all, he's a terrible human being. Secondly,
His Cosmos,
he's a terrible scientist.
His Cosmos was great.
No,
his Cosmos was good. I loved it. It's good.
All of that he plagiarized. You realize that? All of it. All of it's plagiarized. He hasn't had an original thought. He hasn't had original thought since Pluto.
Well, last time he had an original thought, Pluto was a planet. That's I'm not bad mouthing Neil, but that's a pretty good dig at a scientist.
I mean,
so
come on.
when I'm defending my theories on cosmogenesis and unified field theory, I'm absolutely going to do that.
See, there you go. Exactly.
Yeah.
Look, I've thought of a lot of the reasons why I genuinely, with all my heart and soul, hate everything that Neil deGrasse Tyson believes or stands for. So I'm not going to let up on that one.
Everybody, we're going to hang our heads low. We're going to shake them, and we're going to say the words "fucking Irish."
I think Terrence Howard has more intellectual credibility than Neil deGrasse Tyson. So
he does have he is having original thoughts. I'll give you that.
It's true. So NDT, you can suck it. All right, let's move on. One more piece of news. Sodium metal battery achieves ultra-fast charging and 90% capacity after 2,000 cycles. Also, 90% capacity after 2,000 cycles. Chinese researchers built sodium battery electrolyte that delivers fast charging and 6,000 hours of use.
Yeah, I love it. I love it when it starts out with Chinese anything.
So they have created a sodium-ion battery, which I'm told is no less dangerous than table salt, and it can charge super fast. It doesn't say exactly what the time that it charges is, but super fast, and it can hold 6,000 hours capacity. That's something, David.
Oh yeah, sure. I'm not worried. if I own a lithium mine, I'm still going like, okay.
Yeah.
You go.
It's funny.
You
I
go.
should have
You know what?
had the
Put
go ahead.
them in production, and I'll buy stock.
Yeah. No, I should have had the video ready of the guy who did the puncture test on the sodium ion battery. I think I sent you that video.
Oh yeah.
So they keep saying sodium ion battery.
It caught wildfire.
Yeah, it's no more dangerous than table salt. In the meantime, the first puncture test that's done, it's more explosive than a lithium ion battery. It looked like a bomb went off. It was nuts.
So I'm not to be a complete nerd here, but those electrolytes, it's what plants crave.
It is.
Those are diethyl carbonates and methyl ethyl carbonates, those bicarbonate species of chemicals. They're flammable. Whatever words you put around it, lithium iron phosphate, doesn't matter. If you're using a electrolytic solvent, something to and you have to transmit electricity from one side of a separator, because again, I don't want to get too nerdy here. You've got to have a way to transfer electrons from one side to the other, and you've got to have it controlled. So that's your separator to get them from one side to the other and back for discharging and charging. And in order to do that, you have to have electrolytes. Again, it's what plants crave. It's flammable. It's flammable.
Yeah. So basically, anything that's storing energy will find a way to escape one way or another. And that energy can escape through just electricity. It can escape through heat. It can escape through, any number of ways. Typically, it's going to be through heat or electricity itself. So
Yeah.
if it's storing energy, it has the potential to catch fire very quickly and very easily. Even solid state, regardless of what anybody says. By the way, Sam says, I think Terrence Howard was being interviewed by Neil deGrasse Tyson. He says it was on Club Shay Shay. I don't know what that means. Maybe it's a Hawaiian thing.
Oh, I thought he said he was in Club Shay Shay. Dude,
it was on Club Shay.
I'm gonna rat.
Might be a show.
I'm gonna rat Sam out. Because I just got to see some pictures of him on vacation. They were up in the redwoods, dude.
Oh man, I love the redwood forest.
I know you've been there.
It's indoor.
I know you went up there because you were there near Mirkwood.
Yeah.
Close enough that they started deleting pictures off your phone, right?
They literally did.
I've never been up there, and one of these times I go to the northern part of California, I have to get out to it. I have to.
Mm-hmm.
Got to do it. And I was like, oh, that looks super cool. Now, I want to drive through him. I want to take my picture next to him and hope I don't look much bigger than everybody else in the picture in front of than a redwood, right? And then I want to leave and go to a hotel, a very nice hotel at that, and sleep. So when people are like, hey, David, do you want to go camping? I cannot tell you how much that answer is no.
I don't think they let people camp in Muir Woods, in the redwood forest, because that some dumb dummy would start a campfire and it would just get out of control and the entire redwood forest would be gone. You know for a fact that's what would happen. So I don't think they let people camp.
I think he was.
Although
Sequoia,
so when I was in, let's see, camping under a sequoia, widowmaker tree.
Okay, so
oh boy,
I don't. Okay, Sam, I'm going to need some explanation here. And we're going to try not to be quiet while we wait on your reply. But why is it called the widowmaker tree? I'm not sure. Is it from logging? Is it from people climbing them and being like, oh no,
big branches that
and
can fall in your tent while you're sleeping,
or the whole damn tree comes down on you? I mean,
which
so
is
give us some update here.
Yeah, you don't want to sleep under these big trees. It's
where they don't fall on a high-rise Marriott.
So when my current wife and I were out there, she wasn't my current wife yet. We went to Sonoma and we went to the Muir Woods and we rented a house from what's the house rental thing? Airbnb. And
I was going to say Freddy Krueger, but okay.
It was an amazing house. It was right in the middle of the redwood forest. There were other houses around. You knew they were out there, but the forest was so dense, like you couldn't see them, you couldn't hear them. For all you knew, you were the only people in the entire universe. It was amazing. I wanted to buy that place so bad. It was only $1.5 million. I should have bought two.
Back then,
exactly.
I mean, to be fair, the house is worth 3 or 4 right now, so it would have been a hell of an investment.
Yeah, he says sequoia trees are huge. You won't outrun it. Yeah, no. When those trees fall or when the branches fall, you're done. That's
I'm like, the hell, I can't outrun a tree. Trees don't run.
David, when was the last time you ran?
As fat as I ran my mouth earlier today.
I'm joking. Yeah, no. When those trees fall or the branches fall, they mean business.
Lowercase 1.
I'm curious what the house goes for right now, though. You're right. It's probably at least $5 million. It was an amazing house.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be a good one to get. So do we have? Okay, so this is the end of the news. Are we ready to get the topic? Which is 10:20.
That's all.
10:24. We're getting up there in time. So getting over to the news. That is, to be honest, that's just kind of how it works.
It is. We've done worse.
Oh yeah. So I love it. There'll be people be like, "Hey David, I need you. Can you fill 20 minutes?"
Can I fill? Takes me 20 minutes to say hello.
Like, have you ever met me? Like, do you even know who I am? Like, I get that what's that the celebrity? Do you know who I am?
Right? Do you even
kind of attitude? Like, bro, do you not? Are you kidding me? I can sit here for 20 minutes talking about how it's ridiculous that you don't think I could fill 20 minutes.
Right, exactly.
Like, yeah, 20 minutes. That's all. So I was in Alaska. And they made a terrible error in judgment.
Right.
And error in judgment. They had me go first, and everybody else had to trim down their stuff.
Right.
Everybody else had to trim down their stuff.
Always have David go first. Yes, he's not an opener. He's not an opening act.
Yeah. I'm not an opener. I'm a closing act. Yeah. Sam's like lowercase 1. Yep. It's good stuff. Yeah. I'm a closer. Do not have me open the act. I'm a headliner. If other people need to talk and they need to do things, and they're like, well, there were other people. I'm like, well, yeah, but I don't know how long we got. Nobody told me what the time frame was on this. I gave my presentation.
You need one of those things they have on like stages when people are like doing TED Talks, where it's like a countdown for how much time you have left. That's what you need. Like where you can see if the audience.
No. What's the theater? Is it the Apollo Theater in New York, where they got the guy that comes out with the hook and they hook them and they pull them off stage? That's what they need.
You need a hooker?
My wife has been on the boat a long time. No. Okay, so.
Well, you can send me videos later. All right, so.
That was, I got to tell you, from a business standpoint, from a professional standpoint, that was absolutely.
That's pretty hilarious.
Absolutely hilarious.
That's pretty top notch.
Like, just that, he's straight up was like, just drop me a message to send you the dick videos.
Rephrase.
You can
rephrase.
And we're in, this is a terrible way to say that. We're in the box that we're in, right? We're talking about this, and it immediately ejects us out of that box. It's like, no, guys.
You're in the zone.
Yeah, we were in the zone.
I get it.
Yeah, apparently so. But man, oh no. The M&S videos.
At least didn't say the S&M videos after the dick videos.
Yeah, the S&M. Yeah, that would have been even worse. Yeah, I would have never. To be honest, I don't think I'll ever let him live this down again. If I get a chance at some meetings where we're both going to be at, I'm asking like, hey, bro,
you see me
I'm getting ready to tell the story. I'm getting ready to tell the story, bud.
You don't even tell the story.
And I won't tell
him to send the dick videos.
Yeah. Hey, Dan, you never or Bill, you never sent me those dick videos. Can you get those over to me?
And don't say
sorry, guys. We were wrapping up.
Straight faced, and watch other people like look around the room like, what just happened?
What the?
Like, don't laugh, don't giggle.
So you know me. I've said some stupid stuff where I'm in. The poor waitress with the beer.
Oh, I know.
It always comes to mind. I'm in the box.
That story, but it's from a completely different perspective.
Oh, well, she was like, I didn't even catch it.
She caught it.
She was in the same box. She was in the same box with me. We're talking about beer. We're doing the thing, But yeah, and when he said that, I was just, I'm like, this is gonna. First of all, this is gonna make good content.
Right. Exactly.
This makes good content. Okay, so tonight we have 25
rich person secrets that every person should know. So these are things that this is just a compilation of things that people online say that like rich people do and rich people know that the average person doesn't do or know. But all the rich people do this, and this is one of the reasons. These are some of the reasons why they're super rich. So we're gonna run through these, and I want your opinion. Are these good pieces of advice, or is this just nonsense that just dumb idiots? Terrence
I'm
Howard,
not rich, so I can't vote for all of them.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
I can give an opinion, but I'm not rich, so
You don't know.
We'll see how it. We'll see how. Maybe I need to learn these secrets, but let's go. Let's dig into them.
Maybe we do need to learn these secrets. I'm going to be super rich very soon. By the way, everybody go to flashpointsafety.com. So, number one is network. Exclamation point. Uh, there's a reason rich people go to all those clubs and serve on boards to meet other like-minded people. One can easily build up a professional network at any socioeconomic level, especially with tools like LinkedIn or Threads/LinkedIn. Networking. Do you think networking should be number one on this list?
I mean, it's odd to put it at number one. Maybe if it was 25, I would say, oh, that needs to be farther. That needs to be a better space than 25. But I don't know that it's number one. But I'll tell you, networking is very important.
You have gotten me into places I never expected to be in my life, and it's all about who you know. I kind of feel like this might be one of the more valuable pieces on this list.
I would say it's up there, but networking you can't. It's
because also it's a skill. Networking is a skill. Not everybody can do it. It takes practice.
Correct.
It takes a mindset. Like I can network, but I need to be in the zone. People can do it more naturally. Like you do it naturally. You can walk into a room and own the room within a minute. You know. It takes normal people a while to build up that skill.
So this is going to be my number 26, and I'm going to think number 26. Now we've heard one of these, and I was thinking about this before we got started.
Okay.
That literally, if you said, David, what's the number one thing you need to be successful? I'm not out to be
not
rich.
even get super rich, just successful,
but just successful.
Okay.
And I'm going to say you got to have balls.
Oh, okay. So define what that means for the average person. How does the average person display their balls?
How do they display your ball? Okay, to show and illustrate that you have
properly display
the balls,
the chutzpah, the huevos.
Yes, yeah. The you need to, like you just said, you walk into a room, you own it. You have to have the brass, the spine, the backbone, the balls to be in places where sometimes you don't feel you belong inside, but externally you not only belong there, they're lucky to be there with you.
But you have to actually believe that yourself too.
Yes,
that's not the kind of thing you can
pull
fake
that
until you make it, because people are going to see through that. You need to actually believe
very quick they'll see through it, but you need to believe that. And that's going to be number one. So I'm going to say you got to have the balls to do proper networking. If you're networking if you got the balls to network and you're not networking, again, this is where I'm trying to get to. You're not networking with the same 10 people. Some people call it the Tommy Boy approach, where you're friendly with this person and that person, and you're trying to get this guy up here, and you're starting down here, and you got to work upstream. Not me. I'm going to the CEO, and I'm going to have him tell somebody else about me, because if I do that and then he says it to somebody below him, then it's going to happen.
That's true. That's a good point.
And it's work downstream. Downstream. So the balls. Okay, so the balls, you got to do the proper networking. And if you're comfortable networking, then you're probably not doing it right. You need to have a level of uncomfortableness. It cannot show. But inside, you can be shaking. Yeah. But outside, I'm
you gotta
here.
Be cool as a cucumber. And it's true. We've talked in the past about you need to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. Like you need to be comfortable being uncomfortable. Put yourself in uncomfortable positions. But at the same time, externally, you can't show it. You need to own the room.
Yeah, so I was in a meeting. I was in a meeting just in New York back in April. I live in New York, but down in New York City in April, and I'm talking with some people that, to be honest, they're decently above where I am social economically. But you know what they don't know? They don't know that.
Right.
They're like, oh, this guy's walking in as a freaking icon. And so now I'm getting things. So those contacts are not necessarily the people that are bringing me the revenue, they're handing me the leads
Mm-hmm.
that get the revenue.
Sure.
So, I'm always going to swing high, always going to swing high.
Always
And
swing high.
one of these days, I might have to do this broadcast from the White House. I mean, that's my goal.
Look, the old saying
or-
is aim for the stars, land on the moon. You know,
It's a terrible saying.
It's a
Aim for the
terrible saying, but
stars
it's
and
a
land.
thing. I didn't
Aim
just
for the
make that up.
moon and land against the stars, because the moon's a lot harder to hit than the
So you want
stars.
to
The
aim
stars are
higher,
everywhere,
and if
but
you
the
don't get all
stars
the way to
are
the stars, you're
but the
still
stars
getting
are everywhere
significantly higher than
except the
everybody else.
moon.
So here's the thing.
Okay,
So
number
here's something that
two.
here's something I repeatedly have to tell myself. So I don't naturally have your level of confidence. I have a fair amount of confidence. I'm not an unconfident guy, but I have to remind myself periodically. When I have to step out of my comfort zone, speak to somebody who would normally be on a different level. I need to remind myself the worst they can say is no. How bad is that? That's not so bad. Guess what? You get out there, you do it again.
No, not at all.
All right. So number two.
Yeah.
Number two. My friend has an email account she runs from her personal. She runs for her personal assistant, who does not exist, and books her hotels through this non-existent person on her behalf. She routinely asks for discounts through flattery. Oh, Mrs. Smith simply adores this hotel chain. Blah blah blah, and
Don't
gets
do
her,
this.
and gets her rooms comped all the damn time. She's even helped us get discounts. LOL. So if you're too afraid to ask for a discount, IRL in real life, do it over an email through a fake personal assistant. First of all, I think this didn't actually happen. I don't think this person knows this person at all. I think they're just making something up they think sounds good.
Yeah, I'm going to call absolute bullshit.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm a big fan. If you don't ask, you don't get. Again, you have to have the balls to ask. I don't have a problem asking, hey, can I get, and I don't ask for a discount. I ask for upgrades.
That's it.
Big difference.
Big difference.
I don't need you to give me, I came in, I've already paid. I'm not going to come over.
They're not going to
I
give you
want
a
an
discount.
upgrade.
Yeah. The hotel,
Yeah.
the car rental place, they'll give you upgrades. They're not going to give you a discount. You ask for a discount, you're lowering yourself. They're gonna laugh you out of the room. You ask for an upgrade, they're like, okay, they just want something nicer for this. They're still paying, and they're willing to pay. Ask for an upgrade, not a discount. I don't think this person.
You talked about car rentals, and that's a good thing, because this is something I think everybody should do. If you're out there and you do rent a lot of cars, I rent a lot of cars. I stay in a lot of hotels, and I fly a lot of airplanes. I don't fly them. I ride on them. Somebody else with
the airplanes. Somebody, yeah.
Yes, my arms get so tired. Anyway, asking for upgrades, it should be almost common practice.
You should always ask for upgrades.
That should be.
Never ask for discounts.
Yeah, agreed. I would say that very much. Now, I'm going to say my rule number one applies here too. You have to have the balls to do it.
The worst they can say is no. How bad is that?
Yeah, and if you're going to get told no, if you're going to boost yourself up and get told no by the person who rents you your car or gives you your hotel room, not by your clients.
That's it.
So get yourself going, and then when you get that win and you get upgraded, which happens to me quite a bit. I'm supposed to be in a Camry or something like that, and I walk out of there with the biggest Wagoneer that they've got on the lot.
Yeah.
At the same price, because I'm not afraid to ask for the upgrade. So I've got the balls to ask for the upgrade. So all right.
And if they say no,
balls win twice.
Balls. All right. Number three. Create multiple sources of revenue streams. That's a bad sentence, but that's what it says. Create multiple sources of revenue streams. I think it means create multiple revenue streams or create multiple sources of income. Two different things. If you are just starting out, it could be from a vending machine. Bad advice. We've talked about that. Renting an empty room out. Good luck with that. Having a hobby that makes a little extra cash. And then investing that money in the stock market in an EFT like Vanguard S&P 500. I think this person might listen to too much Gary Vaynerchuk and not enough actually getting out there and doing stuff that makes money.
Yeah, yeah. So we have busted the vending machine thing wide
We
the f
did the
open.
math. We had a spreadsheet.
We 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 broke that down so bad that hopefully it put a dent in that market about how bad it is.
It was bad.
Hopefully we took that. We freed up some competition. We took some competition out of that. How bad trying to get into the vending machine game is.
I wish we could find
Margins are
data on how many people have tried the vending machine thing and found out that you got to invest a lot of money to make any money in
and a
vending machines.
lot of time.
Yeah,
So much time.
yeah.
So much. It's
I wish we could find data
it's a
on that.
100+ hour a week. Yeah. We might have to look into that and see if we can pull up something.
But
But
no, I mean data on people who tried it and realized, oh, this sucks.
yeah,
Let's
yeah.
get out of this.
Oh yeah, this is shit. Let me get out of here. And then lost money buying machines.
So I agree with
So
multiple revenue streams,
number
multiple
one,
sources of income, but
yeah, multiple
not the
sources
ways
of
they
income
say to
is
do it.
good. That's the eggs in one basket theory. One of them was hobbies. We've broken that on here too. If you treat a hobby like a hobby, it's going to cost you like a hobby. Hobbies cost money. Making a little bit of money off a hobby, your return on investment is
You're still not making money.
negligible.
There's no
You're
ROI.
not making money.
It's negative ROI.
You're
Yes.
Yeah, you're barely going to make enough to do the next project off of a hobby. Um, during the 2020 scamdemic, when they started sending money out to everybody, right? I knew people that
those
were like,
PPP
"I'm
loans,
buying."
man. We missed out.
Yeah, they're like, "I'm gonna buy the forge, something or another forge, and I'm gonna make coasters and cutting boards, and I'm gonna sell them for $50 a piece." And I'm sitting here in my head going,
No, you're not.
"You and 50,000 other people are about to enter this market. What
Right.
makes you?" And of course, you don't. I when people tell me that stuff, like, "That's cool. Send me over what you get." They never do,
Right.
Because they don't last long enough to get
Yeah,
to that
you and
point.
10,000 Chinese 5-year-olds in a sweatshop. Good luck. Let's see
Yeah.
who hits that
Yeah.
market.
Yeah,
hard.
Shenzhen has got you beat. Hashtag Timu.
Look, I kind of
What
wish
was
we'd
the
have
middle
another
one?
pandemic because I could go for a PPP loan right now. Trump, get on that.
Yeah. I don't think it'll be him, the one that initiates it. Neither did he the last time. It was the other one.
So
Anyway, so those are the two. What was the middle one?
let's see, multiple. So first of all, read the sentence because you can tell this person doesn't really know what they're talking about. Create multiple
Yeah.
sources of revenue streams.
Ugh.
If you're just starting out, it could be vending machines, renting an empty room.
There we go. Renting an empty room. Okay.
Ooh, I would
So
not
renting
deal
an
with
empty
renters.
room.
Dealing with renters is genuinely one of the worst things ever. Renters suck.
It didn't say rent a rental property. It didn't
Rent
say
an
own a
empty
rental
room.
property. It rent a room in your
Do you want a stranger coming to stay in your house where you potentially have your family
in your
and
house.
kids and your stuff?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No. I mean, it's a rental property is one thing. At least they're like over there behind locked doors. Renting a room to someone in your house while you sleep in the same building? No.
Yeah.
That's how you get murdered
So-
by a serial killer.
Yeah, this is dumb as a rock. And I've got it was so stupid. I've got to circle back to it. Number 2 there was having a fake personal assistant.
Yeah.
If you are that lame that you got to fake having a personal assistant, you got bigger problems.
Yeah, by the way,
got
you can
bigger
get
problems. So
you can get a personal assistant. You can get a PA who lives in
in
Indonesia
Taiwan, yeah.
for pennies on the dollar, for like nothing. These people are constantly hitting me on LinkedIn. Hey, do you want a PA? Do you want a VA? Do you want a yada yada yada? Like, no, please stop talking.
Do you want to get some
If I want
VD?
your services, I'll find you.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
okay,
wait,
number 4. Number 4 now.
Start a business with the sole intention of making deductions through it. That doesn't sound like the IRS would have a field day with that at all. Start a food blog so you can deduct dinners. Start reviewing fashion buys or show off outfits so you can deduct them. Pick what you do most and make a business around it. Here's what a lot of people don't understand about business deductions.
Deductions. Yeah.
A lot of people don't understand It's a deduction on the taxes that you owe. So, one, you need to be pulling in revenue in order to pay taxes, right? Then you can start deducting from those. You can't just like not make money and then buy a bunch of stuff and then the government's going to pay you that money back. That's not how it works.
Yeah.
And that's
So
exactly
you'd have to
what this
structure your
number 4 is
business
suggesting.
under something like a sole proprietorship, so that it classifies, or an LLC that you file underneath of your own personal taxes. And also, please add in the cost of an actual accountant
Right.
to
You
keep your
don't
ass
want
out
to
of jail.
you don't want to do this yourself on TurboTax.
On a 10,
But again,
yeah, you don't want to go 1040 easy on this damn thing.
you need to be
Actually, you
pulling in
can't do 1040 easy with the deductions. So you go 1040A, and you're going to have a lot. You're making it more complicated.
way
You're
more complicated.
probably going to spend more
Yeah.
than what you get deducted. Now, remember, this comes off of as a deduction, and let's say you throughout the years, like, oh, I got a $10,000 deduction. You're not getting $10,000 back.
No.
You're going to get $10,000 deducted off of your taxable income,
Right.
and then have a
Income. You
new
need to
taxable
make
income,
money.
and then you're
If
going to
you're-
pay that.
Yeah,
You
if
still
your
got to make
faction
money.
blog isn't making money, you don't owe taxes on that. It doesn't matter if you're an LLC or not.
Yep.
So you have nothing to deduct. All those expensive dinners
Ow.
you just paid for out of your own pocket, and you posted a blog about it that nobody's paying you for. So good luck with that. Number 4 is another piece of bad advice. I think we are.
We're busting this up pretty bad. Yeah, to be honest, my number one of hey, you got to have balls has won so far.
Your
that's
balls, David. Your balls.
My balls are in the lead.
Your balls beat.
My balls are in the lead. Correct.
All right. Here's number 5. This is a long one. Live within your means, even if it hurts, and invest your extra money. The standard of living has risen so much in the last 30 years that people don't want to buy a house unless every kid has their own room. People overextend themselves by buying more house than they can afford, or prioritize comfort/convenience, ordering food, taking big vacations, etc., and neglect investing opportunities in doing so. If you have no experience with investing, then open a brokerage account, Fidelity, Robinhood, etc. Deposit some money into it every paycheck, and auto buy Vanguard S&P 500 or Vanguard Total World stock ETF. You're now investing. It can all be set up in 10 minutes. It's good advice. Even if it's a couple dollars, few dollars here and there, it adds up over time. Don't overextend yourself. Save your money and invest what you can. If it doesn't hurt you financially from your day to day, you're not going to get super rich. But that is one of the things that rich people do is, guess what? They invest. Put it in the market. Doesn't matter if the market is up or down. Over the long run, over the course of 20, 30 years, the market's going to go up. It's just what it does. Unless there's even if there's a complete market crash, let's say, we're in a rerun of the Great Depression, it's going to bounce back, and you will be up over time, unless you're retiring right at the time of the crash, in which case, I apologize. Don't jump out a window. Again, I think it's generally good advice is what they're giving here. I don't think it's as good as having balls, but
well, no, I'm going to say it takes balls. It takes balls to live underneath your means.
Well, that's true too.
It does.
A lot of people overextend because they don't want to look bad in front of their neighbors or their friends or family.
Yeah.
They want to impress other people.
To be honest, if I could go back, a house I live in, I wouldn't live here.
Sam says, understand.
It's a nice house.
Yes, compounding interest. You're right, Sam. Absolutely.
Compounding interest is very, very important. But it takes something, and sometimes you don't get to it too late. I mean, I wouldn't buy this. I wouldn't buy this house again. I wouldn't do it. Lovely house, big ass house, beautiful. I could live in a 3-bedroom house and make do, and probably have that damn thing paid off in 10 years.
Here's why I think you're wrong.
Versus 30 for this thing.
Here's why I think you're wrong. You bought at just the right time that you made an amazing investment. Your property values have gone up. I would say significantly.
Huge. Yeah.
My house that I live in right now is double the price it was when I bought it. Double.
Yeah.
It's an investment. So I think I get what you're saying. I think in your particular case, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to do well. It's a good investment, but I could have been in a house and bought investment properties
True.
um, in this, so they could have been sources of income versus liabilities on the books.
Yeah, but then you got to deal with renters,
So
and that's still a pain in the ass.
I know it is, and that's where you find a person and say, "Hey, you're my management company. Deal with everything.
Right.
Here's the price you're going to get. I'll keep my units full, and this is the amount I expect. Deal accordingly."
Yeah. You know what? This is completely off the subject here, but speaking of renters,
Oh, we've never done that before.
speaking of renters, I love the videos on YouTube of those companies who people hire to get squatters out of their rental properties.
Squatters out.
The
I love
best.
it. I
I think every once
just
in a
found
while,
them.
I think every once in a while, I would love to be able to do something like that. Then I'm like, no, I don't want to deal with those people. But man, it looks so satisfying screwing over somebody who's doing something so despicable. Because I
Yeah.
can think of a lot of ways to really, really screw those people over. Uh, and I
Oh
just think
yeah.
that'd be fun. Just sitting in a room, be like, how can we really fuck over these squatters?
Yeah. Just create 5 sublets to Indian families, all making curry all the time.
So I just watched one,
Oh
and it's
yeah.
super simple and it's super repeatable. This company, what they do is they find the property owner. Uh, they'll sign a lease with the property owner
Yeah.
to then lease the
Yep.
property. So now they're legally allowed to be in the space. They can't kick the squatter out, but they can make the squatter's life a living hell while they're in there. And
Hell
that's
yeah.
what they do.
Yep.
They actually come in and they stay. They have somebody in the house 24/7. They change
Oh
all
yeah.
the locks.
Yeah, I've seen.
They put padlocks on
Yep, I've
all
seen
the
it.
cabinet doors. I love it.
I literally just discovered this in the past week, maybe week and a half.
Yeah.
Past week. No, within the past week, I just discovered this. And that video rabbit hole kept me up till probably 1:30 in the morning on like I think it was Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe no, Sunday night.
It
I'm
just looks
like,
so satisfying. Like that'd be a satisfying
it
job, wouldn't
does.
it?
Yes, it is, and then the squatters get just freaking pissed. There was one of them that had a fake lawyer
Yeah.
calling him up. It was like, "Oh, this is like, what's your name?" He's like, I'm not giving you my name." He's like, "Have you ever met a lawyer that doesn't want to give you their name?
Right.
They want you to know that they're a lawyer." Except for the people that I'm going to be tackling in Ohio,
Right.
they're
That's
not
it.
going to want to be known as a lawyer soon because I'm here's this is a warning for anybody. I give everybody a chance to do what's right. Once you don't, I'm going to set it up and I'm going to turn it over to the sleaziest freaking attorney I can find and say, "Go get me everything you can."
And that's it. Like, hey, you keep half.
And there will be
I'll keep the other half.
settlement discussion. Yeah, you keep 40%, I keep 60%.
Make it big.
But there will be no settlement. Right here, right now, carpet, blanket statement, I accept no settlements. Once that paper's filed,
That's it.
it's over.
Yeah.
Your time to negotiate with me is done. Your time to do what was right has passed. Good.
You're right. You're
So-
totally right.
Number 5 on this stupid.
Number 5.
Number 6 on stupid things.
Yes. Number 6 is booking a nurse for the
No, live within your means. Live within your means. We didn't really go over that too much.
Yeah,
Live
number
within your
5 is
means.
live within your means. I think it's great. I think it's generally good advice.
Good
I think invest extra money if you can, and just use Robinhood, something
Yeah.
like that. I have a Robinhood account. I think it's just generally good advice. I don't think it's
Yeah,
rich people
yeah.
secrets, but I think it's good advice.
It's good advice. I wouldn't say it's a secret to be rich, but rich people ain't wasting a lot of money. Really rich people aren't wasting a lot of money.
Well,
We're not talking about these people who get a contract for a rap song.
I've worked with some
or-
excessively wealthy people here in Central Ohio, excessively wealthy. And I will tell you, I've never met a bigger bunch of cheapskates in my entire life. I used to curate a gallery, local gallery here in Dublin, and we would host events, big fundraisers.
Who's
whatnot.
got the fucking monocle now?
And literally, I mean, if these people weren't billionaires, they were darn close who were coming to this thing. These were some wealthy MFers. And like they would literally walk out with like the flower arrangements in the middle of the tables. They would just pick them up and walk out with them. It was a gallery, so more than once, these people would just pick up and walk out with a piece of artwork that was hanging on the wall. out of nowhere. And part of my job was to find out who did it, and so we could bill them, and hopefully we got the money. It wasn't my job to follow up on that, but like they would take a painting off the wall and walk out with it because that's just the world they live in.
So, I used to do a lot of work at a
Like
specific
they are
gentleman's house
cheap-ass
over,
people. Yes.
yeah, over in New Albany, right?
Yeah.
And they had a what they call the New Albany Classic over there, with the horses jumping over the rails and the people with the funny little riders hats and everything on. It's super high end stuff. And I got invited, and I went out there, and I got invited into the VIP space. And we won't go into the reasons I got invited, but I'm out there, and I noticed that. Oh, sorry. I was like, "What is that?" But that's my microphone. I should probably leave it alone. I noticed that a lot of the ladies are taking what's the flowers that they put out in fall that everybody loves? Mums? I think it's
The mums. Yeah, the mums.
The mums. So they were taking the mums, and I'm like, well, that's odd, because I thought XYZ company donated the mums for this event, but we're going to take them back. And I talked to the guys the next day, and they're like, we lost so many mums yesterday.
They do. People at a certain
people just were picking stuff up and taking it with them.
They just pick stuff up and leave with it. They're cheap people. Like they're super rich because they don't spend anything. They just take it.
So I've got a cousin. My cousin. I'm throwing you under the bus right now. I'm not gonna say your name, but they're well to do. They're well to do. And but if you go to like when her kids were younger, they would order water and a bowl of lemons, because water and a bowl of water with lemons with extra lemons is free. And then they would use the sugar packets to make lemonade at the table. And I'm like,
you can afford a soda, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you can afford just to buy the lemonade. They got a button they can hit, and just push it in there, and the lemonade comes out. You don't have to make the lemonade at the table, but they did.
People with lots of money live within their means because they don't spend their money.
You know what? She lives in an oceanfront condo.
Yeah.
In Cocoa Beach. So I kind of wish I made lemonade at the table, right?
I mean, they know something.
Yeah.
Frugality has its purposes sometimes.
Indeed. Yeah. And she could save the money. She could save the money. Now, she bought her husband a Rolex as a birthday gift.
Yeah.
But she did it by saving money through grocery shopping for several years and other shopping. I have this much money I can spend. Well, I'm not going to spend all that money. I'll put this much money back. Yeah. And kept doing it over and over and over.
Wow.
Even a cheap Rolex is
added up to a Rolex. That's a lot of
groceries. And well, I mean, I'm sure there were other funds in there as well, but that's it. It's just like, if it's there's a saying, is like what you want now versus what you want most.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
Yeah, I fell a lot at that, especially when it comes to the food and not being
versus wants
fat.
Is something I think we, as a society, could really evaluate more closely. Needs versus wants. If my
in a country watching, where
Amazon is calling and they want to know if you need this thing or want that thing.
Yeah. So it's not that in my house. It's they're calling me instead of Nikki. Nikki's cheap. Nikki's very cheap. Me, on the other hand, I'm like, do I need a Viking helmet with one horn or both?
My current wife, she is frugal, I'll admit. But I don't think she understands that Amazon actually sends a bill. No comment.
That's one of the jokes that we talk about with vacations. Like, oh, I love this all-inclusive resort. I'm like, what do you mean all-inclusive?
Right.
You know how much money I'm paying for this?
Right.
All-inclusive.
No,
we're getting billed for everything.
Yeah. It's like, I don't want to hear you complain about money concerns when we have 5 packages on the doorstep almost every single day. Like, let's pull things back into perspective here. All right,
Yeah,
let's move on
much
before I get
closer.
myself
Yeah,
in too
it's
much
much
trouble.
closer to me. Oh yeah, you're sleeping on the couch tonight, bro.
Number 6.
My wife's on a boat in the Caribbean or the Bahamas right now, so I get to go
Yeah.
upstairs and go to sleep no matter what. I'm
Well,
good.
this is why I have to sleep on literally like this much bed, and the dog is kicking me in the balls all night because she's dreaming. Um,
Well, you got the balls, so you should network.
I got the balls. Number 6, booking a nurse for the morning after to administer an IV bag of good stuff to avoid hangovers after a big night out. So okay.
Somebody punch this fucking writer.
First of all, it's written in
You
a
got to
really
be
weird
kidding
way.
me. It
Secondly,
is. Yeah, ChatGPT let him down on that one.
I think some rich people, after that big party night, they might hire a nurse to come in and give them an IV of fluids to rehydrate. Um, I don't think that's rich people's secret. I think that's just a rich
I think that's an
person
alcoholic
ass thing to
secret.
do. Yeah, it might be an alcoholic secret. Maybe
Yeah.
I don't think
No.
that's something that the average person should or could do. I mean,
No.
a bottle of water and Red Bull are things. These are things that you can
Yeah.
do.
Freaking ibuprofen, man. Calm down.
I mean,
I was out in Vegas. Literally, my first time out in Vegas, I was out with a guy, and we went to a concert. We went to the Metallica concert. We partied all night. We got the next day. He keeps talking to me about these places you can go and get an IV drip, and I'm like,
do you want to
need
go
an IV drip
someplace
for?
to have somebody inject a needle into your arm just to rehydrate the morning after? Like, how drunk were you?
Yeah, yeah. Like, what's your problem, man? I'm like, I didn't understand it. I still haven't done it because no, I drink proper amounts of fluids. I got my
Also,
water
the places
literally
that do
always
those
here.
IVs, they're not real nurses. It's not a real clinic. It could be just a minimum wage schlub they hired to come in. They could have licked that needle before they stick it in your arm, for all you know. Like,
It goes in easier.
yeah, just polish that thing up and jam it in there. Yeah, no, thank you.
No,
That's
this
not a
is
rich
terrible.
person's secret at all. That's one of the worst pieces of advice I've ever heard. Number 7.
Yeah. How about this? How about moderation, you dumbass?
Yeah, maybe like, and I've had some bad hangovers in my day, and never has they ever entered my my train of thought.
Yeah, I've had 3 hangovers in my life, and even then, I didn't think about like, let me go get some injection. I need a lactated ringer solution over here. No, I'm good.
Number 7. I had a boss who used to get his initials embroidered into his cuffs of his shirt. He said, for something that cost $15, it makes my shirts look like they're worth $150. Now, I don't know if embroidering your initials costs $15. If so, I think that's kind of a cool idea. I actually used to work for a company back when I was at an agency. 2 brothers ran this company. It was their dad founded the business, and one of the brothers did wear shirts that had his name embroidered on the cuffs, and it looked like money. I got to admit, I don't know what it cost him, but it looked like money.
I mean, I want to do mine. I mean, I only wear. Not only the black shirt I have is a standard cuff, but all my other cuffs are French cuffs, and I wouldn't mind having my initials on them. I think it does add a level of distinguishment, a little bit of class. At no point would I care whether somebody thought it was money.
I do want to start wearing French cuffs, though. I think that's a good look.
It is a great look.
And
Every man should. Every man should. That needs to be the standard.
And the
That needs
embroidered
to be the
cuffs,
standard.
I think it's a good idea.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think it's a good idea just in general, just so we can raise the, when you start dressing up, this goes back to the where you were like fake it till you make it thing, where you're like, hey, don't do that for the networking, like, hey, swing it above. But if you fake it for so long, that just kind of becomes your identity. That becomes who you are. Are you faking it anymore?
Well,
or is that just who you are?
At this level, it's almost a dress for the job you want kind of thing. It's not even fake it till you make it. It's a dress for the job you want.
I would say the overall sentiment, I would say the action is good. The overall sentiment needs some work. You don't need to be worried about somebody thinking you got money or any of that, or making your shirt look more expensive. It's literally about just being a little classier version of yourself
And we all need
for
that.
yourself.
We all need that.
Yeah, that's it. As I'm sitting here in my hoodie out
I
in
was
my
thinking that
garage,
too.
and I have
wearing my,
gray sweatpants on
I
right
was thinking
now.
that too. Me wearing my black hoodie with my green shirt with the pipe smoking Yeti underneath.
Yes, yeah, yeah. Occasionally, I'll go to West like, guys, like West. I think we should dress up a little bit more on the show, and
You
we
did
do
say
for a
this.
little bit of time, and then we're just like, and gone.
And it's over. All right. Let's back to hoodies time. Sometimes we
Yeah,
class
back
it
to
up, though.
hoodies.
David, you're coming into
Yeah, we
town
do.
at the end of June, and
Yeah.
I think we need to have a classy night out.
Yeah, I think so.
Bring a
I got to
suit.
do an interview. I got to do an interview with a person over there, Mike, as a person who operates in the medical healthcare vertical. So it's gonna be a great trip over there. I'm gonna get a lot done, a lot of good material. Creating pillar content. This is a secret of rich people. Creating good pillar content is extremely key to long-term marketing and sales success. Anyway, moving on to number 12 or whatever the hell we're on.
Number
8, maybe,
7
out of 25.
We have 25
7.
of these things. It's 11 o'clock. Here's number 7. We might not make it through all 25. All right. Number 7. I had a boss who used to get his. Wait, that's okay. We're on number 8. Number 8. You're gonna like this one, David. This isn't advice. This is just a thing. Confidence can get you really, really far.
That's balls.
That's balls. Balls was on here, David.
That's balls. Balls were on there. Good. Confidence, man.
Here's number 9. Fully fund your 401k. Yes. Yeah, especially if your company matches it. Yes. It's just a good investment. Yes.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
my answer to that. Number 10. Okay, we're flying through some
Always
names.
bare minimum. Go to the max of the match.
At bare minimum, go to the max of the match. Yes.
That is a 100% return
Yep.
on your investment.
That is a no-lose investment right there.
Yeah, 100% return on your investment.
Yes.
And the second part of this is don't look at it even quarterly.
Never look
glance at it once.
Yeah.
Glance at it maybe once a year.
I'd say once a year when you're doing your taxes, finding out what you're worth. Then you look at stuff like that. The rest of the time, just let it percolate.
Let it go. Sam had it here earlier about this is on a touch screen. Compounding. That's the one I was looking for.
Yep.
I know he had it on here earlier.
Right here. I put it on
compounding.
Understand compound.
There. Oh yeah, right. Understand compound. It was literally his last comment. Understand compound. So once it goes in, it doesn't exist. Don't look at it quarterly. Don't try to make tweaks to it. Let it let it go the long term. Now, when you're in those last 5-10 years, those last 5 years, you can do a little bit more with it. You can look at it a little more consistently because we hear a lot of things about the retirement age.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what the retirement age actually is officially? It's whenever you're able to effing retire.
Whenever you can.
It's whenever you can. If you can. If I know, actually, you knew him too. He was actually in our lodge. He retired super early out of Anheuser-Busch.
Ah, okay. I didn't know what age he retired from that.
He retired super early, and he did it. He was like, I don't want to increase my lifestyle.
Yeah.
I'm not looking to buy another house. I'm not looking to do these things. I'm going to live within my means. It was going to pay me out.
The expected number of years that you're going to live afterwards.
Yep.
That's fine. You can retire whenever you want. Somebody working at McDonald's could retire right now if they thought they could live on the income they had saved. Sure.
Yeah.
Now look, at the rate that I'm going, I'll retire at about 312, but I'm working on it. I'm going to get there.
Yes. Yeah. So I either want to retire early, which I've already passed that loop, or I just want to work until I'm done, and then I'll
you would be bored out of your mind if you retired. You wouldn't know. You have 57 hobbies lined up, and you get halfway through all of them because you need this. You're one of the guys who you're really good at a lot of things, but you really need the structure of like a day to day,
I love my day to day.
and
I
you're
love
good
my
at
day
it.
to
That's
day.
the thing.
I love it. So that's one of the things too is,
Sam says
a lot of
retiring
other
early from
people
Bush, take balls.
and from Bush takes balls. It's I am one of those lucky people that they say, find your passion or whatever it is. You never have to work a day in your life.
Yeah,
I got
you found
lucky.
your passion. You're good at it.
I absolutely love what I do. What we do is important. It's life safety, and I get wholeheartedly behind that. So yeah. So invest, and again, the bare minimum is the matching, and you don't do this when you're. I think you have to be 21 in some states for 401k. So the day you hit 21, you should start a 401k. 401ks are not just through your
Right. Yeah, you can get your own
employers.
401k.
You can do it. You can do it, and then just start rolling that 401k. You go to a job, your first job that offers it, you roll that 401k into it, and then boom, match, and then just keep going and going and going. And I honestly wish that somebody had told me that super early, because I probably would be retired.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Here's the next one. Go to art galleries and cultural events. They're enriching and often free. And this goes back to your just be a little more classy. Just class things up.
Yeah, a little more classy, and take the art right off the wall and walk out the door with it like you own it, because it takes balls to do that.
This actually might actually kind of fit into the title of this this thing, which is 25 Rich People's Secrets, because that's something that people with money do. They go to cultural events, higher end events, higher class events, and they'll expose themselves to slightly better quality of culture. So they're not just sitting somewhere, watching some stripper twerk. They're not sitting at home watching Netflix. They're not just sitting at home smoking a bong, wondering what's happening to the world outside their house. They're out there doing something. That's something that people with money do. They do stuff.
It's also a great way to launder money.
It's a great way to launder money. Oh my gosh. I went to art school, and I wish somebody told me back then, you can launder a shit ton of money this way, because I would have started a great business back in college, man. I'd have been really, really good at that.
Yeah.
Nobody told me.
Yeah. You could just, you could be the next person. You could be the person that brings back the NFT.
Oh, the NFT. That was a great. The NFT might have been the greatest, the second greatest money laundering scheme in human history. NFTs were the second greatest money laundering scheme in human history.
All right. Because he's fished at it twice now. What's the first?
You know the first. I'll give you one guess.
I'm going art.
I'm going COVID.
That's to me, that's blanket. That's blanket under fraud.
Trillions. Well, money laundering is fraud.
Yes. So
anyway, all right. Number 12. Detach from codependent thinking to separate yourself from the struggle mindset that a lot of parents and family members indoctrinate their children into. Poverty mindset is real, and it is like a disease. It crushes. It creates that crabs in a bucket mentality. I don't know what that means, which is why I messed up that sentence. My brain couldn't process that. But the codependent mentality is a real thing. That's the reason you have, 25, 30-year-olds still thinking they're 15. They can't process the fact that you're a grown-up now. You can go do shit. And that's the reason you have, grown adults just living in their parents' basement for the rest of their lives, because they can't be real grown-ups like you had to back 10 years ago.
15 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago. I mean, we keep going back and back and back and back.
I get that
we're in a strange. So you and I are in the last age group.
We are the tail end of the independent thinkers, David.
Yeah. So we're at that weird space there that it really just is the only way to define us is Gen X, where
Yeah.
we just didn't care. Okay. So we just went and made shit happen. But the problem is, even in that age group, and it became more prevalent beyond that, that their idea is that because somebody else is succeeding, they can't.
Right.
They're a victim to somebody else's success.
So yeah, mindset is a real crutch that a lot of people have,
Yeah.
unfortunately, and it's one they don't even realize they have. So I'm not going to get into politics, and I invite everyone else also not to get into politics when I mention this.
Yes.
But there is a massive subset of society who has been told for generations, "You're a victim. You're a victim. You're a
Yeah.
victim. The world owes you.
They,
The world
them,
owes you.
they,
The world
them
owes you."
really feel like a victim.
I'm not even talking about that subset. There's an entire massive subset of society
That was just
who's
a
been told their
joke.
entire lives they're a victim, and the world owes
Yeah,
them.
absolutely.
And it doesn't matter what
Yeah.
they do, the world owes them. They're always going to be a victim. And because of that mindset, they never strive for something more. They never strive to better themselves.
Correct.
In the same way that a lot
Correct.
of young people, and by young people I mean people between the ages of 17 and 35, never try to achieve anything on their own because they've been indoctrinated with the idea that mommy and daddy can take care of it. It's going to be okay because mommy and daddy are taking care of it.
Yeah.
Versus when
Yeah.
we were young, my mom. This is not even a joke. When I graduated high school, my graduation gift was for my parents. This is not even an exaggeration, not a joke. And when you see my mom, I fully expect you to rip on her for this. My graduation gift was a plane ticket to LA and luggage.
Nice.
That is not a joke. That actually happened.
That's awesome, though. I mean,
That was
that
basically-
hey, bird, get out of the nest.
That is get out, is what that is.
Yeah. Yeah. Now,
least
was
I got
that
the
high
plane
school or
ticket, not
college
just the luggage.
graduation?
No, that was high school graduation.
Oh, high school
That's
graduation.
not even
Okay.
college. College graduation was, hey, congratulations. Here's a handshake.
Yeah. Good job. Yeah. Yeah. The luggage was one gift. The plane ticket was another gift. We gave them both to you early.
That's it. That's exactly it.
Yes,
so
indeed.
you're right. It's not like it was when we were younger.
No, it's not, and it's sad. It's sad, really, that people and this is one of the things I even say to my wife. As I say, it's in your head. She's like, I'm not making it up. I'm like, I didn't say you were making it up. I just said it was in your head.
That doesn't make it
Because
any less real.
Your brain, your Albus Dumbledore. Just of course, it's all happening in your head. But why on earth would that not make it real or make it not real?
Look, I've seen The Matrix.
Yeah.
Everything's in our head.
Oh yes, yes. The more I see the data centers, the big cyber centers for AI and whatnot, the more I see the Matrix just developing, and I'm just like,
We're so close.
oh God, West is going to be so gloating when he finds out he's right.
Look, if humans could actually be used as batteries, then yes, that would make total sense. I actually have a theory about how the Matrix could actually become a reality without them needing to use us as human potatoes for batteries, because again, that science is complete that doesn't work. Here's how the Matrix.
Yeah, your ROI on that's extremely low.
Here's why humans will be grown in pods and hooked up to the Matrix, not to use as batteries, to use us as data farms. Data farms.
Processors, yeah.
Not even processors, no, data farms. Here's the thing.
For storage?
No, not even storage. LLMs cannot, and you've said this yourself, they can't create anything themselves. They can only pull from information that's already on the internet, something that human beings have already created. They need the creativity, the independent creativity of a human mind in order to continue processing themselves, in order to continue the large language model essence of an AI. So they still need the human brain to be able to create new things.
That is the most coherent thing in all of the ramblings you've said about AI and the Matrix and everything. That is absolutely the most coherent and logical, spoken like a true computer, logical thing in all of that. And to be honest, Now I got to worry about that.
See,
Are
now
they
you
going
got to
to?
worry.
They're going to come after. They're going to come after me first. Have you ever met a person who has more ideas than me?
Oh, it would be overload, David. The whole you
Yeah,
might break the system.
I break this. I'm Neo. I'm Neo
Neo. I could
right
see that.
here.
I could see that.
I'm so dressing like Neo next week.
You got to do it. You got to do it. You need the glasses. Maybe do some bullet time. Dodge some bullets.
You go to Amazon. Neo outfit. Neo outfit. Go ahead to the next one
All
while
right,
I'm looking
next
this
one,
up.
number 13. Invest in a couple wardrobe. Wait, invest in a couple. Oh, hang on. I misread that because I didn't understand what I was trying to say. Invest in a capsule wardrobe of truly. I don't know what capsule wardrobe is. Invest in a capsule wardrobe of truly high uniquely clothing. I don't think this is written by somebody who speaks English. Of high uniquely clothing and a few pairs of well-made shoes. It goes a long way. So, so much fast and cheap fashion looks it. This was not written by somebody who speaks English as a native language.
This was not written by humans.
So
A capsule
much
wardrobe
fast
is a
and cheap
curated
fashion
collection.
looks
Okay,
it.
so here we go. A capsule wardrobe is a curated collection of versatile, high quality pieces that can be easily mixed and matched to create multiple outfits. So what it's doing is telling you to buy your clothing instead of an outfit and then an outfit and then an outfit. You buy this ensemble of outfits that can mix and match.
I agree with that. You want to look good.
So,
You don't want to walk out. You don't want
yeah.
to walk into a room with high end people, and be wearing sweatpants and a hoodie. Like unless you are actually
I'm literally in sweatpants and a hoodie.
same here. But again, unless you are actually Sam Altman or Jeff Bezos or somebody in that economic echelon, like you can't really get away with that in certain in specific companies.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
And you shouldn't, right? Elon Musk can hang out with the president and wear a hoodie. I would probably put on a suit. So I think
Yeah,
this is good advice.
ask Zelensky.
It's
Wear a suit.
That's pretty funny. So I think it goes back to dress the part. You need to dress a little nicer. Bring some class into your wardrobe. We mentioned that a few times on this list.
Yeah, I met a guy. It's one of my dear friends now, but it's kind of some business stuff. And he was like, David, always be the guy in the suit. When in doubt, be the guy in the suit.
That's it. Look, when I was hanging out with you guys in New York, a couple of the guys who came out they were dressed really well, and I was wearing a suit, but like not the suits these guys were wearing, and it looked. I mean, you could tell the difference. Yeah. And had I walked in there in a just ratty t-shirt and some jeans,
jeans and a t-shirt,
you know what I mean?
You stuck out.
Yeah,
you wouldn't have been invited into the picture.
I would not have been sitting at the same table as those guys. No.
Yeah. So yeah, it's definitely a dress for the job you want. Yeah. Okay. What are we up to?
Number 14. Hiring a cleaner to free up extra time. It's a small investment for loads of extra time on your hands, which you can sew back into your family, career, and fitness. So I think it's still written in a really weird way. I don't think it's here's the thing. I don't think it's a terrible idea. I don't think it's a secret of rich people, but here's why I don't think it's a terrible idea. Because every single time I mow the lawn, it takes me a couple hours to mow my lawn, but I think to myself every single time,
what's your hourly rate?
What's my hourly rate? What do I charge for my time to people who want to hire me? Now, if I take that same amount of money and I gave that to some kid down the street to mow my lawn, he'd be over the moon. I mean, that's really good money for him. So what is your time worth? And if your time is worth more than it would be to pay somebody else, 100% pay somebody else.
Yep. I do it. I have a person come in once. I have a person come in once a month to go over my house. Mm-hmm. We keep it the day-to-day cleans, the vacuums here and there, and the dishes and all the fun jazz. But once a month, I like to come in and take the fingerprints off of the fridge.
Do the dusting or the windows that you don't.
And all that stuff that we just don't get to. the squeegeeing of the master shower bathroom thing, and you know, I'll do it from time to time. But again, it goes back to that. And there's a word for this. It's called opportunity cost.
That's it. That's
And
exactly it.
when I use opportunity cost for most things. What is the actual opportunity cost? If I have a ticket for the Super Bowl that I paid, let's say, because that's an elite sport, that's an elite event now. I pay let's say $2,500 for this is the worst seats in the house. I can go to the Super Bowl for $2,500 or $3,500 with flights and everything, hotel or whatnot, and then I have somebody offer me $10,000 for the ticket.
Mm-hmm.
I have to look at that and go, all right, it's not a matter of me spending, you know, we'll call it $4,000. Let's say $4,000.
Right, all in $4,000.
It's all in $4,000, or I make. It's not $6,000 because I'm dropping off the cost of the airfare. I'm dropping off the cost of the hotel. So those now have to come out. We're back down to $2,500. So now it's a matter of, is it worth $2,500 or $7,500? Because now I've got to pay an additional $7,500 on top of that, because that is the opportunity I have is to get $7,500 on top of what these tickets are to go. So that opportunity cost, and that's how I look at things. And I'll tell you, it served me pretty well. It served me pretty well.
No, you're totally right. So it all comes down to, what is your time worth to you? If your hour, and again, the good way to easily calculate it in your head, what's your personal hourly rate? If it takes you 2 hours to mow your lawn, and your hourly rate is, I don't know, $50 an hour, guess what? That's $100. Can you give $50 to a kid down the street to do your lawn? Probably. You just saved yourself $50.
You just made $50.
Right.
You just made $50 by doing that.
That's it. That's exactly it. So I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's bad advice. Here's number 15. Pay for social media manager to free up your time. If your reaction to that statement is, why would I waste my money? Then recognize that social media is not commercially viable for you like it is for some people. And you need to stop being the product
little
for
bitch.
People who pay for this social media manager. Again, written in a really weird way. It comes down to the same thing. If you are heavy into social media, especially if you run a personal brand or your own company, you can easily spend a couple hours a day on social media. Or guess what? You can hire somebody for $50 an hour. They can spend an hour on your social media. It's what they do for a living. This is their day job.
Yeah.
They can do in 1 hour what it would take you to do in 4, because they know the platform.
Or a couple days. Yeah.
So
it's me with drywall.
Yeah.
It's me with drywall. Okay. Right. I can hang drywall. I can mud drywall, tape drywall. I can sand drywall, prep drywall, and I can paint. It will take me significantly more time to do so than it would a professional. So this goes back to the opportunity cost that we were just talking about. What's your time worth to you? Or I can pay somebody else to do it. They handle it, and I can be off just making money.
That's it. So it's the same thing. I totally agree. All right.
You should value your time very highly.
You should. And because if you don't value yourself, if you don't value your time, nobody else will either. That's what it comes down to.
No.
Number 16. Here's a very big one. Rich people buy assets, not liabilities. Assets make you money as they appreciate in value. Liabilities lose money over time. A car is a liability. A house is an asset. While you need a car, you do not need a fancy car. I have a lot in the bank because over the years I bought used vehicles and didn't pay the off-the-lot fee. With the money saved, I bought properties and rented them. I am set now and still buy used vehicles. Was it you, David, that was telling me about it? They knew, like, somebody who was like a multi-millionaire who only drove used cars? Was that you who told me that about that person?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got people that drive rebuilt cars that had salvage titles I know people that do extremely well. That they've got a guy they know that buys in bulk from auction salvage title cars. They get them back and running, and they run them for hundreds
Run them into the ground
of thousands
and then
of
get the next
miles.
one and run it in the ground. It's
Yes.
true. It's a liability because the second you drive a brand new car off the lot, it immediately depreciates in value. Immediately.
I've bought one new car in my entire life. I
Yeah.
bought it for Nikki. It was her Jeep Cherokee, whatever. I wish I'd never gotten rid of it. We traded that in to get the Escalade.
Yeah.
But I wish we hadn't done that. I mean, Noah ended up with a super nice Escalade, but good for him. But I bought one. I don't even look at what the new cars are. And the more I read about new cars, especially with this whole patent that Ford has with the cameras to see what you're doing and get inside the cars
They
with
can
you.
tell your emotional state.
You know what?
These cars, yeah.
Give me a 67 Impala.
I want
good.
an old car with no computers that nobody can turn off remotely from a satellite somewhere because I said the wrong thing on Facebook. Like,
yep.
That's freedom is what that is. All right. So overall, not bad advice. Not you want to buy assets, not liabilities. Understand the difference, and you can.
So they called out cars. They called out cars there specifically, and I will go this way just to before anybody gets in the comments, because those people in Poland, we're actually getting a following in Poland now.
In Poland,
I think I've talked so much. Okay. Yeah, I think I've talked so much good things about Poland that they're
we
very
should go
happy.
To Poland and do a show from Poland. Let's do it.
I am. Brother, do not tempt me, because it's the only country in Europe I'd go to literally right now.
Yeah.
Now I might have to fly through another one here. It's been bumped to October, but when I do, I'll pop through because I want to go to Munich and go to Hofbrauhaus.
Yeah.
But the original. But otherwise, it's just Poland.
I want to go to Poland really bad.
Yeah, I think it'd be great. Be like, you guys, give me hugs and just hug people. Just walk down the road. It's like, I want to hug you. You guys, we make a bunch of the Polak jokes, the Polish jokes, but you guys are the smartest people to freaking planet
they are
right
doing
now.
Something right. They are the opposite of what every joke stereotype has ever been about them, because they are the only smart ones left in Europe at this point.
Yeah,
let's move on before we get too political. Number 17.
Yeah.
Flex
it. I'd
vote for Plex it. This
we don't get a vote. Wait. Do we get a vote? I think based upon certain parties, we're allowed to vote in any election we want, right? Regardless whether we're a citizen or not.
Well, this is America.
Let's carry on.
Number 17. This one's a bit. We can vote anywhere in Europe as long as we enter by boat and don't tell anyone we're coming. Number 17.
Yes.
This one's a bit niche, but you can freely use fancy hotel lobbies in NYC and some other big cities. If you need a restroom, a place to sit, or even a glass of infused ice water, you can generally just stroll into any hotel like you're staying there, get lost in the noise of the scene, use the facilities. You can also cut right through the middle of any midtown hotels instead of going around the block on the sidewalk. This is especially nice if the weather is rough. I don't think this is a secret of the rich, David. I think this is a secret of the homeless.
So I was actually like, hey, tonight on the Underdog Journey, we're talking about secrets of the homeless.
Right.
How to make it in New York City. I don't want rained on, but I want to get to the other side of the street. So instead of walking around the block, I cut through the hotel.
I want to find a nice hotel I can take a dump in.
You can also do that. That's not the route I was taking.
It literally says that. That is, who wrote this? That is bad advice.
Who did write this?
Because people staying at those hotels, who pay good money to stay in those hotels, they see you. They're just ignoring you because they don't want to make eye contact with a crazy homeless person.
I do this. I do this. I do cut through the hotels. I don't use hotel lobbies. hotel lobbies.
You don't
are
sit down for a nice
the
glass of.
lobby.
You don't go and clog up the toilets with a big dump and then have a free glass of cucumber water.
Cucumber water, yeah. No, I do not do that.
I do love cucumber water, by the way.
I stay at the hotels and I don't do the cucumber water.
I love a cucumber water. It's refreshing, especially if I'm homeless and staying in NYC.
Yeah. This is I don't know where this list came from. So Wes sent me over a title and a single paragraph today. So I didn't get the list because Wes loves to
read this whole list. I kind of want to be surprised too.
Oh, okay. Wes loves to have a surprise. Yeah, that was surprising. That was stupid as hell.
That was bad.
Yeah,
that is not a secret, Rich. That is the secret of the near homeless.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Number
Or
18.
the actual homeless.
Yeah, I have some Mum Donnie jokes I won't go into. Number 18. Using some type of travel agent. Using some type of travel agent can be really beneficial. One simple example. If you're going to Disney, it can be more complicated than you think. Those Disney travel agents are free, and they can plan the whole thing for you. There's no extra cost. They just get paid a commission by Disney, and plenty of other situations are similar, where you're going to end up not pay very much or anything if you just go through one of their coordinators. I didn't plan this, Dave. This is actually on the list. What do you think about this one?
So, absolutely. My wife is a travel agent.
Very convenient.
And
I literally did not. I never read that before. That was
okay.
Yeah.
So this is something a lot of people, and even somebody who should have never said
business.
Oh, never mind. I thought you were going to go somewhere else. Like she's on a boat,
dick
bro.
Videos later, David.
Man, that is paying dividends. That is absolutely paying comedic dividends. I mean, the moment he said it, I'm like, oh, that's so going on the podcast. But no, Nicole Leffingwell, Wishful Wanderings, for travel planning.
She does exactly this.
Goes
right?
back to this goes back to the know your worth.
Pay her directly. She just helps them plan the trip. She does all the work for them, all the legwork.
Yep,
you literally
book
just
the trip.
Go to her, tell her what you want to do, and she'll help you book the thing for free.
I'm going to say this. Yeah, so for you, it's if you were to go book it and do all the work yourself, it costs $1,000, right? Mm-hmm. That we're making that number up. If you go through her and let her do it, you say, hey, this is kind of what I want. She'll do all the planning, all the searching, all the finding, the booking of the Bippity Boppy Boutique, the dining reservations, all the stuff.
She'll book all of that for you.
All of it for you. And I'm going to tell you right now, you have no idea how, because certain things have to be booked at midnight.
Yeah.
X amount of days, 120 days out.
The average
then other things have to be 90 days out. There's just no way that you're going to be able to keep up with all this stuff. It's insanity. But that's what they do. Here's what I'm going to say: what not to do. Don't book the trip yourself, and then use a travel planner friend to answer all of these questions, because now you're trying to make that person work for free. And
do it ahead of time.
The commissions aren't huge. But when you do that, that commission is now zero.
Yeah, the user, the traveler is not paying this commission. When you go through somebody like Nikki Leffingwell, you're not paying Nikki Leffingwell. She's making her commission from Disney or a travel agency, right? So I think this is really good advice, and I did not plan on this being on this list, David. That's pretty convenient. This is on this list.
It is, and it is a big deal, across the board. It's very good advice.
And I think people who have money, they know this. They go through somebody because they don't want to sit all day online trying to plan the scheduling and plan all the stuff. They go to somebody and say, hey, I want to do this. My kids want to do this. We want to have these experiences. Make it happen. And then the agent is like, okay. And it's done.
Book it all, check it all.
It's done.
And you don't have to worry about it. If there's issues, you get let known.
They know the timing. They know how and when and why to do different things. and they'll do it for you.
If a new promotion comes out that'll lower your bill, Nikki, I don't know that everyone does it, but Nikki will go back.
Right.
If you book directly with Disney or Royal Caribbean or anybody, you don't automatically get a fare difference or a
They're
rate
not going to
difference.
tell you after you buy it that
No.
there's a deal you can get.
There's a better deal, but Nikki and her team, they go through every single one of them and look at every single person that's traveling that can be impacted by this to see if there's money to be saved.
Yeah. So Nikki Leffingwell at wishfulwonderings.com.
Yeah. Nikki
Is it
Leffingwell.
Just wishfulwonderings.com.
I think, 50-50. Yeah.
All right. But no,
Yeah.
this is funny. This is on this list. I was reading it, I was like, this is literally exactly what Nikki does. That's cool. All right. So here's number 19. David, if you find a link to it, add it to the comments. Number 19. I realize that they ask for discounts, better deals, advice, and opportunities. Most people don't ask for these things much because they feel shy or scared, but asking is free, and the worst answer is just no. We said that earlier in the thing. By the way, don't ask for discounts, ask for upgrades. That's the difference. Asking for discounts, they're going to move on to the next person. Ask for an upgrade, they're going to say, well, sure, I'll see what I can do for you. And again, the worst thing they can say is no. That's right here. We already mentioned that.
Can do it. Yeah, I do it all the time. I mean, if I check into a hotel, I ask for an upgrade.
Yeah.
No ifs, ands, buts about it. I ask for an upgrade. I'm checking it. I'm getting my car. I'm asking for an upgrade.
Right.
It doesn't matter.
And again, ask for upgrades, not discounts, because the discount says you're a cheapskate who doesn't want to pay. Asking for an upgrade says, I'm willing to pay. I'm just curious if you have something a little nicer for the price I'm already paying.
What can you do for me?
That's it.
What can you do for me? That's it.
So Nicole at wishfulwanderingstravel.com. So definitely check that out. Number 20.
Yeah, just send her an email.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, when my family travels to Disney, we're 100% going through Nikki. Number 20. I'm thinking that more people need to start using the legal entity known as a trust. Rich people use it to shield their finances and property, sue them, and you find out they're broke. But the trust sends them a check every month. There are a lot of people who do this. So there are a lot of rich people who don't own anything. Their trust owns everything. If you look at guys like Jeff Bezos doesn't take a paycheck from Amazon. He doesn't own anything on his own. His trust does. This is actually really rich person advice right here. This is a real thing. In fact, this is probably the first one. This is probably the first one that's literally aimed at the more rich and affluent group of this whole freaking list. One of my investors for Flashpoint Safety invested through his family trust because his family trust owns the shares of our company, and when we start paying dividends to him, his trust will pay him out if it chooses to. And here's the thing.
Yeah.
When you create a family trust or an individual trust, any kind of trust, and they own all of your property, they can own your car, they can own your house. If somebody sues you, now if they go hard and if the judge agrees with them, the judge can still say, yeah, but it's a trust, but you still kind of own it, so we're still going to pay out. In most cases, though, when you get sued and you're broke, you don't have anything to pay. But your trust, who's receiving your paycheck, who still owns your car, owns your house, that can't be taken from you because it's not yours. However, you can still place yourself or a spouse or a relative as the head of that trust, and they can still decide who gets paid out when. So I think this is great advice. This is something I really want to do myself.
It is. And if you want to avoid the people that do the judges, they're like, well, what you do is you get yourself a Cayman Islands trust.
Well, so Detroit, not Detroit, Delaware. It was a D city, the big D. So Delaware.
Well, Delaware's a state.
You know what I mean, though. So get it.
I got you.
So file your LLC or trust in Delaware, and
no corporate taxes.
As anonymous as you want and as protected as you want, without any sort of legal concerns, you can file a company or a trust in Delaware, and they will be much more secure than most states provide. So
Yeah.
definitely recommend that. That's something I personally want to do, especially as
Hey,
Flashpoint grows.
when I was growing up, it was all about the Swiss bank account, right? It was all about the Swiss accounts,
Sure.
right? And then the Swiss were like, "All right, we'll do what you say," and they gave up a lot of people, right? Cayman Islands are like, nah.
Sue
They
us.
are Saruman. You have no power here.
Exactly. Another good thing about the trust also is it can operate independently of you. So if you
Yeah.
die and all of your assets are under your name, guess what? There is a death tax if you want to pass on any assets to your children or relatives. But guess what? If your trust owns everything, the trust can then pass on to whoever is the next person in charge of that trust, which can be a child,
Without
be a spouse,
without
the taxes.
any delay and without taxes.
Right.
No probate, nothing at all.
Exactly.
Right
So
on through because
highly
you didn't
recommend
own
it.
it
It's actually a good piece of advice.
and the trustee. Yeah, that's that one. That one's a good one. And you should this one. Okay, it's for ultra rich, yeah. But the more that the who was the plumber during the Mitt
Mario.
Romney? That's a good one. The plumber Joe or regular Joe or
yeah, it was like Plumber
well,
Joe. I remember who you're talking about.
Yeah, he was in Ohio too.
Yeah.
But something along those lines. The more people like that we get doing this, the better it's going to be. That way you're not just getting soaked. Because right now,
yeah, I think everyone should do
the
this.
less government, the less money our government gets, the better it is.
I think if everyone did this and everyone was taking advantage of the full benefits of having a trust and paying as little taxes as possible, it would be a much better world. 100%. This is not even just fringe libertarian thinking. I think this is just good advice. Hey, David, how's that cigar treating you, by the way? Is that still the same $5 cigar?
This is a $5 cigar, and it has smoked very well. I've had to
You're all the way down to the
I've
nub.
left
It looks nice and a nice even burn. It's not like burning all the way up the side.
Yeah, I've got no. It's been very even,
Yeah.
and I've got my my pokey stick here.
Your pokey stick.
This is from Jigs. Jigs.
It's not just
right
a screwdriver. It's also a pokey stick.
Yeah, it's yeah. So I mean, I've had this for a long time, way before I moved over here. But I've got two of them. I've got one here that's some kind of a square bit that goes into something that I don't need. But I use this as a purge tool to purge so I can get rid of the head pressure so I can properly refill my lighters and whatnot. And then I have the super sharp pokey one that I use for the foot, for the nubs.
So you're all the way down to the nub there. How's the treating you all the way through?
Up to now, it's been very good. The flavor has kind of been consistent. The intensity has been kind of consistent.
Okay.
I think it's
sometimes it fluctuates. Even with really high-end cigars, the flavor fluctuates.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think now it's starting to go up on the upswing, and it will probably become a little more acrid on this final little bit. But to be fair, I've pulled all the smoke through this last bit of tobacco. So it's kind of to be expected.
I mean, you're already beyond the point where most people just leave it and move on.
Yeah, just throw it away. There's only one cigar brand that I know across the board that you can smoke their cigars way past what I've got right here, and the flavor is almost identical to where you started, and that is Vincente Blends.
Wow, that's high praise.
I'm going to have to order some more of their stuff soon.
If that's a $5 stick, I'd order a couple boxes. That's a great deal.
This is a $5 stick. So that's what I wanted to. I wanted to do is like, hey, what can I get that's not going to break the bank? Smoke within my means, as it were.
Yeah.
And I don't have to. Not that I care too much, because I don't mind. You've seen me. I don't mind dropping $35, $60, $100. I think I spent $100 for that one Rocky Patel, or 110 over there with you guys. Was funny because I come out of the room and I got the cigar, and Wes is like, "I told you he was going to buy that."
Yep.
And it was the Rocky Patel. It was like $110. But I've smoked the Spectres, which are anywhere from 185 to 220 for a cigar, and they're great cigars. But the Vincente Blends is a $45 to $48 cigar.
If you can find it, though,
It's great.
that's the only problem.
Yeah, if you can find it. So I'm looking at, hey, can I get a humidor full of these once every other month?
Right.
So that I can keep cycling them and keep it going.
I mean,
I'd much rather do that
those by
with
the
a
box if
$5
it's a
cigar.
$5 stick.
Oh,
yeah.
This is a $5 stick. It's been wonderful. So I bought 4 of them today to give them an honest try, not just one. I bought 4, and I only really needed one to know that I can do this and be absolutely happy as can be.
That is awesome. That's great to know. That's the CAO what now?
Where did I put that paper?
CAO, I forget the name.
CAO. It's right here. Surplus.
Okay, I'll look for that.
Surplus by CAO, and this is the Maduro, Maduro version.
That's cool.
So if you can get one, absolutely give it a try. I don't think you're going to be dissatisfied.
Good to know. All right, so number 20, we're almost through this.
Number 20.
It's important not to confuse high income with high net worth. Also, high consumption does not equal high net worth. There's a book that was popular some years ago back called The Millionaire Next Door that discusses this. With that on the way, spending less money than you earn and saving/investing, the surplus are key. Also, avoid debt. You want interest compounding in your favor. That's it. The rest is just details. These last couple seem to be pretty good. That's actually really good advice.
Because that was pretty good. I'm not full tilt.
Are two very different things.
Yeah. I'm not full tilt Dave Ramsey on the whole anti-debt part, because there are certain things that you can go into debt for. Like I pay a 3.1, 3.01, I don't know, whatever the interest rate on my house is. I can take money and I don't have to worry about. I'm not going to try to pay my house off early.
Sure,
it's at 3.1%. If I'm right now, I'm getting year to date 11 point something or another return on investment, 11 point something percentage return on investment just year to date, and I'm between 13 and 17. I don't remember which number it was because I literally looked earlier on the life of my 401k year over year, AP, basically the annual yield rate, and I would lose money if I tried to pay off my house.
Yeah.
I would lose money.
Right.
It makes no sense to do so. So I'm not Dave Ramsey. Get out of debt. Don't have any debt. Don't carry any debt. You dumbass. You have debt.
Sometimes debt is good. Let somebody else pay the bill in the meantime.
Yeah.
So it's funny. I was actually explaining just like a few days ago to my son. He asked about home loans because this is the kind of nerdy family I come from. He was asking about home loans and how they work and why somebody would get one versus just buying their house outright. And I was explaining to him the difference between spending someone else's money and how interest rate plays into it. Now, it all depends on your interest rate, because if you can make more money over time by investing your excess money that you would normally have used to pay off the house in the stock market or through investments or whatever, then you're much better off spending your money the way you want. However, if your only option for whatever reason is an excessively high interest rate to where you couldn't make more money, then you're better off buying your house. So there are some cases where don't go into debt if it's going to cost you more with the interest. But if you can make more money yourself than the interest is going to cost you, then guess what? Use somebody else's money every day of the week. That's what it comes down to. Just how much is the interest costing you over time? That's what it breaks down to. And it was a little difficult explaining that to a 10-year-old, I think you got it though.
You got it. Okay. That's all that age group of people that we just talked about with being idiots. They don't get it.
No, people get themselves into debt all the time because they don't understand how interest works.
Yeah. And that goes back to what Sam said earlier, understanding compound.
That's it.
That
It can
starts
work
to add
for you
up.
or against you. Understand the interest.
Yeah, understanding it. It's very important. All right, number 21.
Number 21, get an accountant to help with your yearly tax return. We did just that, and the tax returns are way bigger than an accountant cost us. We were surprised by how many things we can actually deduct from our taxes, especially if you're self-employed, a contractor, work from home, or just have some side income. I feel like that's great advice. If you just go to use TurboTax or go to H&R Block, they don't care.
Yeah,
Use a real tax not attorney, but a tax accountant, a tax
accountant,
preparer, they will find every loophole they possibly can to help you out. They know all the tricks and tips, and even at H&R Block, some of them know their stuff, and they will go out of their way to help you. Most probably won't. But these are things you can do on your own with TurboTax. There are deductions out the wazoo. But
we said this earlier when one of the other people were like, "Hey, if you own your own business or are trying to make money, you could also have a business that, like for Nikki, it would be, I don't know, travel. I mean, she got a business, so that handles it. But for me, I could be like, I eat a lot. I'm a fat guy.
David, you're doing well. You've done really well with your health lately.
I've done really well with eating delicious snacky snacks. Anyway, if you do that, definitely get a tax professional. Let them keep you out of trouble. Let them keep you out of trouble.
It's not even keeping you out of trouble. It's about finding deductions that you didn't even think about. Look, let's say that you have some side hustle, and 90% of the time you're sitting in a spare bedroom, or even your living room, but you happen to have a spare bedroom. You claim that as a home office.
Make sure you have square. Okay, so there's rules on that too about square footage. I'm not going to go into
that's why you deal with a tax preparer and don't do it yourself.
Tax professional.
Tax professional will know what you can deduct and what they're going to catch you on, because they will catch you on it. Guess what? The government will spend every one of your pennies every chance they get and not think twice about it. But if you are 1 second late on sending them the pennies that you owe, they will come down on you like a sledgehammer. So I highly recommend
even if you don't live in the fucking state, the state will still try to be like, oh, you should pay us income tax. Ohio.
Yeah. That's all of them, though. They all do that now, though. Look, it's a real thing that the state of California is doing exactly that to all the people who are exiting a mass exodus from California.
Yeah, they're trying to do it.
They're going after everybody who doesn't formally contact the government of California, saying, "I'm moving out. Here's my documentation. Here's my firstborn son. Here's my arm and my leg. Please don't take anything else." They're going after everybody for everything because people are just leaving the state. Yeah. And unfortunately, it's sad to say Ohio is starting to do the same thing. So
it is. I mean, they absolutely are. They absolutely are. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give you 2 words or 3 words. 3 words that you're going to need in those situations, and it's called burden.
Hang on, before you say it, I know what they are. Proof. Fuck right off.
Yeah, those I've already used those, but when it comes to the actual case, once you file against them, it's burden of proof,
and that's it. They have to prove that you're in the wrong. You don't have to prove that you're in the right. They must prove that
you are presumed innocent. Yes. Ohio, I'm sorry, you've got 9. You got 9 days. It's 11:58. You've got 9 days and 2 minutes to comply. After that, there's no negotiating.
That's it.
I'll take everything out. I will literally find the most bloodthirsty lawyer I can and say 60-40. I get 60, you get 40. Go get me money.
Yeah.
and I will let them loose on you. I don't care if it takes 5 years. I don't care.
Yeah, that's it. And guess
Every
what?
so often, I'll
when
just
get
send
to,
you
when
more
you get
stuff.
to sue them, you can say, "Hey, 5 years of jumping through these hoops. That's mental anguish. 5 years of mental anguish.
Absolutely.
5 years of
Yeah,
damaged
the-
reputation because they're letting your
yeah.
employer know that you're the
Oh
most."
yeah.
Like
Oh yeah.
it could be this could be your retirement fund, David.
It really could. It really could. I could be like, and I'm out. Actually, I couldn't do that. I'd be like, and I now have a big ass boat, and I'm doing my work, my day-to-day job off of a yacht in the Caribbean.
That sounds amazing. I wish I could get in some tax.
I gotta go to North Dakota. Let me set sail to I don't know, the Dominican Republic or Puerto Rico, so I can get a plane and head up to North
I'll
Dakota
go the
and go do
long
my
way to
job.
North Dakota via the Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
All right, number
Hey,
22.
Dominican Republic's where great cigars are, man.
You're right. Better than Cubans. So it's a thing.
I like Cubans. I don't get goo-goo-eyed over Cubans.
I like the Havana band on my cigar, but when it
Yeah,
comes down
Havana
to the
band's
quality of the cigar and the flavor of the tobacco, I think DR is great, man. They got some great.
Give me a Dominican Republic. And give me Ecuador, or not Ecuadorian. It's a little spicy for me.
Well, I know David likes the Nicaragua.
Give me Honduras and the Nicaragua cigars. Give me a Honduran. There's a lot of places out there. So anyway, we're going off the rails. Number 20, whatever it is.
Number 22, index and mutual funds. Take your excess cash and park it there. Rather than just savings account, your money will outpace inflation and compound over time. That's what we've heard recently. They usually come with no fees or very, very small fee, especially with fiduciaries like Vanguard. We've heard that name a few times in this list too.
I would not put my money in Vanguard, though.
It's a way for middle-class investors to take advantage of the stock market surges without needing the investor. So if you like sacrificing children to Moloch, invest in Vanguard.
Vanguard, BlackRock,
overall,
or
I think
Main Street. Yeah, sure.
This is sort of a rehash of one of the previous pieces of advice. Excess cash, if you don't need it to survive, the market over time will outpace a savings account over time.
Yes, absolutely.
If you want to save money over 10, 20, 30 years, absolutely. Yes.
So we've talked about it on this. I was here and I had a couple of the guys with me. I had Rob, and I can't remember his last name off the top of my head, with me, and it boiled down to him purchase power. Mm-hmm. So the dollar you made 5 years ago doesn't buy $1 anymore.
Right, purchasing power. Yeah, people don't understand that. By the way, this also for the average person, inflation is directly related to purchasing power.
Yes, and that's what I'm getting at is the inflation. That inflationary rate lowers your purchasing power on that dollar. So as we have more inflation, that dollar doesn't go as far. Look at Zimbabwe. I think they have
one of their $1 trillion bill or something like that.
Is a $100 trillion bill.
I want to buy one. I want to go to Amazon and buy $100 trillion bill.
Yeah, I think it is.
I'm a trillionaire. I'm a Zimbabwe trillionaire, but I'm a trillionaire.
I'm a Zimbabwe. I'm a trillionaire. Yeah. I mean,
it rains Zimbabwe trillions.
Yeah. Go to a entertainment facility, just throwing out Zimbabwe dollars.
I wonder what would happen if you tried that. I kind of want to test that theory, that idea.
Let's do it in Vegas. Let's do it in Vegas.
David, we got a Vegas trip coming up. Let's make it happen.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Yeah, you're gonna go. You're gonna head out to NFPA. I think it'll be a great event. It's gonna be a great event. I mean, I'm gonna be locked in a booth the whole time, but you enjoy.
You'll be at the booth.
Yes. This is my first time. So for anybody that's wondering, like, hey, Dave, what do you do when you go to these conferences? Normally, I try to fly under the radar and not actually be officially there.
Yeah.
because
People
I
don't
like
know
to
who you're
work
with
the
until you
room.
tell them. It's true.
Yeah, I like to work the room. Most people know who I am. If you are anybody, you know who I am. Which that sounds exceedingly conceited, but
Own it. Own it, man.
it is also very true.
I've seen it happen.
Uh,
I saw it firsthand.
you know who I am. But I prefer not to be locked in. I like to walk around and then shake hands and then guide these people to other booths and talk to them about technology and whatnot. And now we've talked about this on the show where you basically take the mantle of being the subject matter expert.
Mm-hmm.
And once you do that, you are not just the subject matter expert, you are their subject matter expert. And
Right.
that's the goal, is to become their subject matter expert. So that frees me. So this time, unfortunately, I wasn't able to fly under the radar. I'm officially there. I'm officially on the docket, which means I am in the booth and I have a schedule, which is both great and disheartening at the same time.
Hilarious. All right, you're locked to a
So
booth. All right.
definitely come by the booth and at least say hi to me.
I might grace you with my presence. We'll see. See how it goes.
That's the exact idea of that you need to have.
I will come in with my
Right.
brass balls swinging. Everybody might see him too. We'll see. Number 23. It is Vegas, by the way. Number 23. Paying
You'll
all
be
of your
number
bills,
7.
Paying all of your bills using your Amex, getting the points, and doing things like traveling and going to shows or the Super Bowl for free.
This is not super rich. This is not super rich.
That's just using
This is
points.
not what the super rich people. No,
That's just using your points.
this is using points.
Everyone
I'm
does
not
that.
super rich. I leverage this as much as possible.
I mean, I have Amex
you
points.
know,
It's not.
Yeah.
I use them on Amazon.
Yeah. I have hundreds of thousands of where is it here? Of Marriott points, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of Marriott points.
Yeah.
And I use them very strategically. I have a medallion. So I bought my Sky Club membership with my Delta points.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see this guy sitting for hours at the gate. My ass is at the Sky Club, the Delta Sky Club.
Yes. Right.
Where there's usually plenty of seating, lots of charging points, or ports. Most likely, you're going to find me up at the bar because the bar, once you sign on and get it, it has a whole list of drinks that you get for free. Now,
Right.
to be
And here's the
fair,
great
I drink
thing.
a lot of orange juice because I fly a lot in the morning. So I drink a lot more orange juice and
Well,
no
here's the great
alcohol,
thing.
but it's still
Most-
free orange juice.
Most people don't seem to realize, and I wish more people did realize, when there are assigned seats on an airplane, you don't need to rush to get to the gate. You don't need to line up and stand there for 20 minutes trying to get on your plane. You can be the last person on the plane and still get your seat because it's assigned seats.
Yep.
You can be in the Amex the Amex lounge, or the Chase Sapphire lounge, or the Delta lounge if you're a member. You can be hanging out having these delicious drinks and food, and then you can
All
be the last one on the
complimentary.
plane, at all complimentary. You can be the last one on the plane, and you still get the seat that you paid for. That
Yeah.
is a much more valuable rich person secret. And I say rich person secret. I do the same. I'm not rich, and I do the same thing.
Yeah.
I have a Sapphire card, so I
I
get the
don't.
Sapphire clubs. I have an Amex. I get to the Amex clubs.
I used to have a Sapphire. I got rid of the Sapphire.
The fees are
and,
really high.
just
I might
kind of
drop
was like,
mine. It's almost not worth
yeah,
it.
I got rid of the Sapphire. I don't do that anymore.
I like the metal card,
especially
though.
now.
It's cool handing a big heavy metal card.
It was nice. It was nice having that. But the only problem with me, sometimes I forget because I have a leather wallet. It doesn't have anything in it. If I took that or my Apple Card, which I killed my Apple Card too, but if I took the Sapphire or the Apple Card through, that's metal. So the thing would just go nuts.
Yeah.
And okay. So I stopped carrying them with me, and then I'm like, all right, they sit there for so long. I'm like, all right, I don't need it. I'm not trying to buy anything. I don't care about closed accounts right now. I don't care about that. So just get rid of that stuff. I got my house, my cars. I'm good.
Yeah. So
Okay.
while I do recommend paying all of your bills with a credit card that gets you points, using those points to buy other stuff is not a rich person secret. That's just smart because you're using points.
Yeah. Yeah. Use
Like,
points.
That's not a rich person secret. All right, number 24. Number 24.
Hold on. I got flagged. I got flagged by Capital One.
Uh-oh.
When I moved
I don't like
over
Capital One,
here.
by the way. I got some grapes about them. Go ahead.
I'm not a big fan of them either. They have a high interest rate anyway.
Their interest rates are insane.
But I didn't ever. I mean, I rarely paid any interest because I would buy and then just pay, like
As you
throughout
should.
the month.
Yeah.
Because
Always
I
pay
was
off your
trying to
credit
get the
cards
points
every
because
month.
it had. Yeah, when I was younger, there was the myth was you had to carry some kind of a balance in order to get the best.
That's a
the
bad
best,
myth.
credit.
That's still going around. People
That's
still
a
believe
terrible. Yeah,
No,
that's a terrible myth.
it's debt to
Zero
income
balance
ratio.
is the best way to be.
Yes.
Yeah. DTI is important. But I was buying furniture here when we first bought this place, and I go out and I'm like, I'm going to need you to do this because I had XY limit, and I think it was like $5,000 or something like that. And we were buying quite a bit of stuff here. So I'm like, run it, and then I immediately paid. Like they swiped it. Boom! I see the charge. I paid the $5,000.
Yeah.
Why? Because I wanted that. It was like 1.5 or 2% cash back. So I was making mad cash back on these things. And they put my account on like a freeze for 60
you were getting
days,
too much money back.
60 days or something like that, because they were like, we're doing a fraud review. I'm like, I'm on the phone with you telling you that this is me. The payment went through. You guys are completely whole. And I can see the points and everything are there, but you've got me locked down.
Yep.
60 days. And after that, I was like, I gotta find something better.
Yeah, Capital One, the interest rates are way too high, and they will nickel and dime you every chance they get. I'm not a fan of Capital One, despite what Samuel L. Jackson says. Not a fan.
Yeah, I like Sammy J, but it shouldn't be in your wallet.
What's in your wallet? All right, number 24. Talk about money and investments at the dinner table. That's what rich people do. The middle class talk about their favorite sport or whatever, but rarely talk about money. I have mixed feelings about this one. Really big mixed feelings.
I don't have mixed feelings. This is dumb as shit.
This is dumb as shit. Look, really rich people, they might talk about like investments or business or whatever sometimes, but they don't talk about money. Rich people don't talk about money. If you are standing in a room full of high wealth people and they start talking about how much money they're making, you know which one is not making the money.
Yeah.
Rich
or
people
you know
don't
which
talk about
one.
money
Or,
because
or you know the new money.
Rich people understand, actual people with actual money understand that money works for them. They don't work for money. They don't talk about money because it's a tool. It's not something they strive for. Money is a tool. It's an asset they use to do these other things.
Yeah.
So they talk about, guess what? When you talk to a mechanic, they don't talk about the wrench they used. They don't talk about the socket doohickey they used to fix the gasket that does the thing.
Except the 10 millimeter.
They talk about the end product. They talk about the thing they want to do. They don't talk about the tools that got them there. To actual people with actual money, they don't talk about money. And if you walk into a room full of people with actual assets and you start talking about money, they are going to walk away from you quicker than they would from I have no analogy for this. They're just not going to talk to you.
Or they'll sit there and listen to you because you are now entertainment for them.
You are entertainment for them. And you might find one altruistic person in that group who pulls you aside and says, hey, man, look, if you need some help, I can help you out in X, Y, and Z places. But 99.999% of those people, you're their entertainment because you don't know what you're talking about.
Yep.
You remember the movie A Dinner for Idiots? Is that what it was called?
I don't know.
With
I've seen
Paul
that,
Rudd, Paul Rudd, and Steve.
Well, I mean,
what
Paul
was
Rudd in a movie called Dinner for Idiots makes a complete sense.
Yeah, Paul
Dinner
Rudd.
with Schmucks.
Paul
Dinner
Rudd.
with Schmucks.
Dinner for Schmucks.
Dinner for Schmucks.
Yeah. So the
Dinner for
idea
Schmucks.
of
Yeah,
Dinner
2010.
for Schmucks, the idea for Dinner for Schmucks. Have you seen it, David?
I have not.
So Paul Rudd is part of this high-end group of guys who, for entertainment, they find the dumbest idiot they can possibly find in the entire world, and they invite them to this really high-end dinner party. And
that's Steve Carell in
that's
this
Steve
movie, I'm
Carell.
guessing.
So, and the idea is these really rich guys are making fun of these complete idiots who are in their midst. If you walk into a room full of actual people with actual wealth and you start talking about money, you're that schmuck. You're Steve Carell from Dinner for Schmucks. That's what it is. And you don't even know it. Don't talk about money. This is bad advice. What is the old saying where it's like really, I forget the saying. It's a whole thing. It's like 3 or 4 levels. But like really dumb people talk about other people. Really smart people talk about really dumb people talk about people. Mid-level intelligence people talk about current events, and high intelligence
Smart people talk about ideas.
And high intelligence people talk about ideas. I forget the exact quote, but it's totally true here. You walk into a room with high wealth people and you talk about money, they'll know that you're not one of them, and they won't.
So that goes way back, and we're not talking way back like the early 1900s. We're talking like way back. That's a Socrates quote. Great minds discuss ideas, average minds discuss events, and small minds discuss people.
Okay, see, yeah, and that's exactly it.
Now, all the way back to Socrates.
It's always been true, and it always will be true. So don't talk about money, even at the dinner table. Now, educate your family about money. Educate your family about how to use and acquire assets and things that will bring them money, but also educate your family, that your children especially, that money's a tool. That's all it is. It doesn't mean anything. And you're still smoking that tiny nub. The flavor's still holding true.
Yep. Holding out. I thought I felt like it was getting ready to arc up to very acrid.
Yeah.
It did not.
Wow.
For a $5 cigar, I am absolutely astounded about how good this is. CAO,
amazing.
You outdid yourself. Great job.
I will be looking for those.
I mean, that is a shockingly good cigar. Yeah. All the way. I mean, all the way down. I'm all the way down to that.
All the way down to the nub, and it's still burning completely evenly too. That's impressive.
Yeah, very even. Yeah.
I can't tell you how many times I bought from really nice cigar clubs, and they're burning all the way up the side because they're not properly hydrated. So that's or humidified rather. That's impressive.
Yeah. Like, I don't know that I can get much more just because it's burning my lips from trying to smoke it. But
that's where you need a pipe.
Yeah. You drop that in a pipe, and then you smoke the rest of it. Yeah. I got the pipe inside. It's not out here.
Are you ready for number 25 of rich people's secrets everyone should know?
Hey, we got through it all. Hey, it's 12:17, so it's only midnight. It's only been 3 hours and 17 minutes into this. Now, this is again for everybody out there who are like, "Oh, my Lord, I can't think with it." We get a lot of views globally.
Our replays are impressive, like a whole through replay, especially in like Japan, Germany, apparently Poland now.
Poland. We got Poland, Portugal, a little bit in the UK, but Poland was the one that shocked me. And thank you, Poland.
We love you guys. Any Polish viewers watching, thank you. If you want to invite David and I out to visit you and do a show from your location, let us know. We will be there with virtual bells on. All right, number 25. Ready for number 25?
25. Let's wrap this up.
And finally, this is in quotes, most people won't try just being born to wealthy parents. I don't know what that means. This is literally verbatim. And finally, quote, most people won't just try being born to wealthy parents, unquote. So this is saying that rich people's secrets, one of the secrets is this be born to better parents?
I mean, to be fair, born rich, that's a much easier way and faster way to be rich.
I mean, being rich with a silver spoon in your mouth is easier. I don't think it's a secret, though.
Yeah, not necessarily a secret, and it's not something you have control of. Nobody can try it. Nobody's been like, yeah, I didn't want to do that. Or, hey, you know what? I was born to poor parents. Let me go back and try again. Let me try to be born to rich parents.
That is the weakest way to end a list I've literally ever seen.
Yeah, your ChatGPT needs. Your ChatGPT needs some editing.
That was a bad
It did
list.
very poor. So, is there a name on the? There were a couple good ones.
There are a couple good ones. Is there a name on this? No, because it's from BuzzFeed. Oh, hang on. Here's it. BuzzFeed contributor Jake Farrington. I have a feeling that might be a ChatGPT name, a fake ChatGPT name. Farrington.
Nope, got him here.
From BuzzFeed. That tells you all you need to know. By the way, BuzzFeed isn't.
Oh, if you see an image of this guy, oh my lord! No wonder this was so shitty.
Hang on.
No wonder this was so shitty.
Does he have a man bun?
Oh lord! Oh no, it's much worse than that.
Okay, I'm going to find this guy. I'll bring him to the screen.
Type in Jake Farrington parade. That's the image. That'll tell you how absolutely disconnected and unintelligent this fucker is.
Oh my god! I'm not even trying to show this. That's a parody.
I know, right? Like literally, this is made up, right? This is made up.
This has got to be. That's not even a real image. That's an AI generated image.
Complete moron.
Holy moly! Okay, should be coming up any minute now.
This guy's. Okay, yeah, this was. Oh man,
Jake Farrington. Oh boy, that's rough.
Yeah. Hey, Jake, you need to tweak your. First of all, your whatever. But your ChatGPT for writing your whatever is not good.
Oh,
and yeah. Hey, you should try being born to richer parents.
Well, looking at how much he spends on that really ugly shirt and his bad hair dye, I'm guessing he probably was born to rich parents, which is the source of 99.999% of the world's problems right now. People like Jake Farrington. I'm willing to bet this kid went to an elementary school that had a yacht club. Jake Farrington.
I don't think that's the kind of club. I don't think that's the club he was in, bro.
He was not.
I don't think that's the club he was in.
He was not in the yacht club, but he wishes he were. That's rough. I have no comment to that. This is a terrible way to end a list, Jake Farrington. I'm sorry that I exposed all of our audience to this final ending, which was just awful. This was not a happy ending, Jake Farrington.
So we're going to end it on this instead. Get this guy off the screen. We're going to say, hey, look how far this CAO Maduro surplus cigar went. Surplus. It did a great job.
CAO
We're
surplus.
killing it.
Good to know.
It's done. And I had in backup a Hampton Court Macanudo in its own tube here, just in case. I am a fan of Macanudo. This is a lighter wrapper.
Yeah.
This is a lighter wrapper and more of a Sigliero or a Siglio style cigar.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a Cuban fan, more of a Siglio style cigar, and it's I've had a couple of these in the past. They're very good. Little lighter on the wrap, and definitely has more intelligence than Jake Farrington or whatever his name was.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, there were a couple of good items on the list, but his ChatGPT needs some tweaking, I think.
Yeah, it does need some tweaking. You got to get with it. You can't trust ChatGPT. The structuring of some of the titles of the topics were extremely rough.
Some of the sentences
almost to the point where your sentences, you can't understand. So maybe you should have been tried to being born to more intelligent parents.
Right. Correct. I 100% he's a trust fund baby. But Jake Farrington, you have officially failed the Underdog Journey test. Try better next time.
Yeah. You owe the world your retirement. So
Yes,
please
you do.
retire. Please retire soon.
Please retire and just pull money from your family trust and disappear into nothingness.
Yeah. Yep. Follow
right.
these things.
So we've been going for over
attend some
almost
places
3.5 hours now.
with people class. Yeah. So we've been going for some time. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, Ivan West.
We love you. We love Poland.
We love you, Poland. Ivan West. This guy was David. And this has been the Underdog Journey. We will see you next week from Poland.
We won't be